I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought.
And with that, we are officially live on YouTube. But we hear the word from Jack's end.
Um,
Need that notification on my phone, damn you.
Let me try it again.
Hey, get him.
Because it just went automatically to like 0
Dang it.
seconds.
Hey, get us a few seconds, get him, so we can make sure that Jack is live with the show on Twitch. And sub Gemini, dig the new dig the new avatar image, whatever that's called. I think I don't. What am I posting? What am I seeing? Oh, it's very pink, so it's like it looks nice. Whatever it is, llama.
It's saying sending data. I don't know what that means.
You're sending data.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, it's working.
Oh.
It's live.
Live from
live.
Downtown Chicago. No. All right then. We are. Oh, it's a weasel. Not from that viewpoint. But welcome, one and all, to the 83rd episode of the JAC Show. And of course, we're covering you live from YouTube and Twitch. So whichever sound quality you want to hear better, you could choose YouTube. You can sound my nice voice, or if you want to hear Jack's nice voice, you can watch the show from his perspective on Twitch.
It seems like my EQs are actually working now.
Huzzah!
Not working, but more satisfactory to me. But for some reason, it's showing my Resident Evil 2 picture. I don't know why.
I think that's just a Twitch thing.
Yeah, that could be a Twitch thing.
Oh, and also, please let us know, how I sound, because I did change my sound settings. Hopefully, that should sound nice, clear, crisp, and Jack should also should be sounding just as equal to me as well. I already changed around with my sound settings, so hopefully this sounds much better than the previous streams, which I'm noticing I've been lacking in the sound quality, at least on my end. And yes, get them. You are on issue 83. Like, if this was a comic book, we would be at our 83rd issue. We haven't been canceled yet. We probably make. Oh, there we go. Just got the notification that the stream is live on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't know. It takes a while sometimes.
Boy, because you gotta take it from fans all over the world. As the Street Fighter 1 announcer says.
Too.
What was that?
We're doing it here too.
As I said, all over the world.
Yeah, it sounds good. I was just trying to make sure that our voices are leveled.
And while he does that, I hope everyone is having a good Wednesday. Apologies for not having an episode last week, but in that case, just work. Plain and simple as that. The one time they want me to close the store, it had to be on a Wednesday. Nothing much I could do about that. Oh well. And thank you, Ghetto. He says it's all good from his end. Good. And of course, proper introductions. Of course, I am the generally beautiful and moronic CAC.
And I'm still your Jack the Rapper. Jack.
Yep, and Gemini says the Twitch is very behind YouTube.
Yeah, I do see that. It's for some reason buffering some things, but I wouldn't really worry about it too much.
Yeah, it's not like we're playing a game, so.
And besides, I can see the chat from Twitch, so when it gets to it, I'll respond.
Yeah.
But yeah, there might be a delay because I did see some buffering happening on Twitch. So, but as long as we have it on Twitch and active, we're fine.
All right. Oh, and also for those of you listening on my end, please let me know if Jack sounds good. I'm not overpowering him, or vice versa. Please do let me know. For real, for
Oh,
real, it'd be very helpful.
and just to let you know, so Hack, before I forgot to tell you about the good news. So good news.
What's the good news?
So remember how I told you that I started a TikTok for us, and I'm still waiting for your
Oh,
videos.
oh, yeah, that's yes. I didn't forget. I was like, well, this is unexpected, but okay, whatever,
Well, hey, TikTok.
whatever
I've
works.
seen I've seen TikTok. They it works pretty quickly. And speaking of which, guess how many followers we got on TikTok?
Tell me,
199.
199
Yep, 199 followers.
already? What the heck do you post?
Some highlights from my stream.
Ah, I see. Dang, I can't really do stuff like that because, well, I mean, there's moments, but they actually there was something I could consider, but I'm gonna have to edit it. I'm gonna have to edit it very creatively because in my past chill stream, there was like a whole segment where I talk about, I kid you not, the tragic story of Chip the squirrel.
Chip the squirrel.
Yes, now and he and Chip the squirrel is a Green Lantern. Uh,
Huh.
I am not making, and I could probably edit that segment because I pretty much detailed his whole history for since his inception. But I'll just try to find a way. All I could say this: it involves a war, revolutions, being imprisoned, um, having nemesis, marrying his true love, losing his true love, best friend getting the girl, be almost erased from existence, losing his homeland.
Ghetto says Jack is a little quiet.
I did see that. I raised him up few decibels up. So let me know if his voice sounds good. And so yeah, I pretty much was relaying this story. Just retelling his story in a wiki form because I was like, this can't. I was like, this can't be serious. He's this little cartoon looking squirrel. So it's very tragic backstory.
No, that actually reminded me. I saw on TikTok that I didn't know this existed, but I'm pretty sure you can confirm it for me. Uh, there was um there was a part in with the Danos that apparently there's a side story where he made it his mission to every birthday mess with this one guy. Every birthday ever since he was born.
Ooh, can't.
Like the
Ah man,
like first year.
I know very little about Cosmic Marvel.
But
Ghetto could probably confirm with you in the chat.
but it was so funny because like first year he took the blanket from the baby. Just took a blanket from a baby. Fifth year, I think it was either fifth or seventh year, uh he flipped over a car and the car had the dad and pretty much destroyed the car and killed him. Killed the
Gee,
dad.
gee.
Um at somewhere around the teenage years, he went through the guy's phone and tech like said to the girl to yeah, said to the girlfriend of the guy to break up with him.
Oh shit.
Like and then college happened and Thanos burned down the college he was going to attend. And then from I think age 30, he what happened was that he missed that year because the Avengers got him.
Ah, I see.
But then the next year he goes back and start and just black holes his whole house. Like literally summons a black hole and destroys his house.
Well then, that's
Hon- on the last part of the comic, it pretty much says, "Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it's not canon, Ghetto." He says, "I don't think it's canon," but it's still funny, just that he's randomly messing around with this one guy. Because the
Jeez.
last one was he goes in and then the guy does like this monologue of like, "I get why you're doing this. There's something, there's something special about me." And like, "No, I just hate you." And then he proceeds to throw his apartment underwater and just leaves.
This is why I prefer Darkseid. At least Darkseid has a reason to be evil. So just not hate. I just hate your guts. But I think that was probably like the early years of Thanos. So before like his like story was really, I guess, as well developed as it is now. So they were doing a lot of silly things with him during that era, if I recall. It was the 80s. Johnny Kate says, took the blanket, jerk move. I can attest to that. Of one of my memories I still remember from my toddler years, I, s- I still get a little annoyed that my daycare center effectively stole my favorite Winnie the Pooh blanket.
Oh.
That's how much I remember. I still remember that to this day.
It's hanged. She
That
has it like hanged up on the wall.
the,
The first blanket tip
the thing was
stolen.
though, I even clearly remember the last time I even saw it, in which before I was about to leave, I took one last look and I saw the blanket. Someone else had it, but I recognized it as mine. But there was no way either to prove it or to even convince an adult to go, "That's mine, that's mine." So it was like, so it was that moment I last saw it and had to let it go because it was too late.
Man, what did you do to like make her take your blanket though?
I think it was honestly because the daycare center probably thought it was one of their blankets because I
Oh.
brought it with me, but because I wasn't had it with me the entire time, they just probably just took it and think it was one of theirs.
Oh.
Ghetto says you need us to ride on that daycare center. I doubt it's even still around. Like it was a pretty like I guess it would be low budget daycare center. The most expensive thing it had was just like two DOS computers. That's pretty much it. That was the most expensive thing it had. But it was because of the daycare center is what is I got introduced to a lot of different cartoons. It's how I got introduced to the Ninja Turtles, to G.I. Joe, the Street Sharks, to Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I think some weird show called Dragonflies. Anyone know Dragonflies? That's something like
No.
it's something like that. It's like these dragonfly themed cartoon, or like these human characters are in these dragonfly costumes. At least I think that was what I saw. My memories are not. Oh, and also that's is then the daycare centers also watched those old Pink Panther cartoons as well. There was some good memories. It wasn't all bad.
Damn, that's interesting. Dragonflies.
It was the '90s. They would literally make anything. Oh, hell, Virgo. He says, "What I got, Kaminari? Whatever you weep." No, hello.
Kaminari.
Welcome, Virgo. Welcome. And Johnny K says, "What a sad backstory." I moved on. Cut to a narrator, but he really didn't. Johnny Cage also says that could be a villain origin story.
Why are you like you beat the heroes to a pulp and they're
You took my blankie.
he's like, "Why are you doing this? When I was a child, the daycare took my blankie."
Oh man. Hey, go. Yep. Scale says, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's gonna go find the Dragonfly show I was talking about." But Jack, you reminded me with Daniel's story. You reminded me of something very similar. That's actually more recent, and
Oh.
it was in a Batman comic I read, and it was like this was for Detective Comics number 1027. Pretty much it was like it was a celebration of 1000 issues since Batman's first appearance.
Mhm.
Like, and there was a story there where what it was is that it was very similar to what you were talking about with Thanos, where Joker every year had like a special present for Batman.
Oh,
And so the story goes down where year after year of showing him different presents, and for some reason, uh well, no, not some reason. So and it went on for like years and years and years. I think by the end of the story ends on year. Let's see. Ooh, dang, 11. There it goes. So it went like this for like 11 years, and no, sorry, 15 years. 15 years. No, 17, 19, 22. Hold on.
he's
Oh,
counting, guys.
all right.
Gears are turning.
No, I'm trying to confirm the page. Trying to confirm the story. So it's been going on for 20. So they've been doing this birthday thing for 22 years, with Joker giving a birthday to Batman, and one of the panels, like I had to show the page to everyone here. I'll send the I'll send the link to you, Jack, so you can see the page for yourself, and I'll share with everyone on the stream. So give me a second, and I'll show it to you through our sources. If it doesn't put you on the exact page I'm in, just let me know which page to go to. I send you the link to the sources. Let me go ahead and show it to the people on stream. So for those on the stream,
Does it start with year 17?
yeah.
Okay, let me
So
see.
the thing to show is all the way in the bottom where Batman says to the Joker, "Give me my birthday present."
All right, so give me a second. First of all, all the scenes are still named how you named them. Which scene do you use to switch?
Oh, they're not different scenes, just different. I just opened the different sources. So I would like for display capture. That's how I show like my screen.
Okay. I need to you put that on my stream deck one day.
Okay.
All right, so let's see.
But yeah, as people could see, I think on year 22, it was Batman is like asking Joker where's his birthday present, and you get this lovely panel. Batman telling Joker, "Give me my birthday present."
First, he beats you to a pulp. Then he intimidates you by giving him a birthday present.
And I think it's supposed to be like the real present was that we're gonna be doing this forever and ever. And it's an interesting little story. I'll give it that much. Although just the fact that someone wanted to write down Batman asking the Joker where's his birthday present. That's-
It's amazing.
I was intrigued, but by that point I was like, okay, this is getting a little silly, even for comics. Even for comics, is getting a little silly here. And Ghetto, yes, Dragonflies with the Z. That's the show I'm talking about. That's owned by anyone? I could look that up. Watch that be a dick show. Oh my gosh, if that is a dick show, ah. Let's see. Oh, it's a French show. What the heck? From
The what show?
French? A French American
French?
animated television series. The heck? I didn't know it was from France.
Parlez-vous français?
Polivage de. That's all I got. Let's see. Who is it owned by? Not Dick Entertainment. Okay, so not Saban. Not anyone I know. I guess it's its own. It's its own thing. But where did it show? Oh, okay. Oh, so it was never on TV. It was only released through like VHSs. Ah, I see. And two DVDs. The entire series has been officially released for viewing on YouTube. Oh, okay. Now I gotta look this. I gotta look this up. All right, Dragon It wants to be like Koli Yoko, where you can actually watch the entire thing on YouTube. Did you watch Koli Yoko, Jack?
Barely.
You know,
But I know it's there.
I'm the same way. Let's see, Dragon.
The only reason why I say barely is because I don't remember most of it.
I am the same way. So I'm looking. Um, I see a playlist, but I don't know. But it's not like an official thing. So if it's there officially, it's I probably will have a hard time finding it. Oh well. Well, at least my memories didn't trick me, and think of a show I made up. Oh man. And oh, I also wanted to uh uh to ask. Well, not to ask. Sorry. I wanted to say that in regards to the title, I am also, as much as I'm kind of tired right now. I'm also very excited because finally I get to play my first Virtua Fighter game. And never owning a PS3 or any Sega console, I can finally finally play a Virtua Fighter game that, and the best part, I can get it for free. I don't have to pay anything for it. So I am so that's gonna get me excited for this week. Of course, there's still plenty of other games and other fighting games that I should put more time to, but there's so much time in the world, and even then on like, and even then I'm not even on the times I'm just relaxing. I'm not even trying to play a game. I'm either doing stuff for the channel or just reading more comics, which that pile is slowly growing, so I gotta decrease that pile soon before it just becomes too much.
Just like my gaming library on Steam.
Yeah, but at least you don't physically like see it as physical copies. I'm looking at my pile right now and going, I still gotta finish all those books.
I mean, I see that with my regular books. Remember, I'm actually buying and reading more books in general.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Which are,
Just like how you bought that, just like how you bought those books. We went to the Amazon store.
yep.
Yep. I could say, Jack, through literature, he finally understands of how to have a black friend.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that book.
Oh my gosh. I never forget. I never forget.
Never forget.
Let me read the chat. Got a few things to say. He says he's still salty that Detective Comics 1000 had nothing for other characters who showed up in Detective Comics. Yeah, that's kind of suck. Since there were characters before Batman that showed up in that series, but of course everything's got to be Batman. And same thing with Superman for Action Comics. What you gonna do? And goes the toy, and referring to Dragonflies, the toy line is owned by the same people who made Micro Machines. I'm sure they're doing fine, and distributing the Game Gene in America. Oh, they're the same people who made the Game Gene. Huh. Well, I'm sure they're doing fine and being a shell company somewhere nowadays. At least I assume. I assume they're around.
Cool.
But as I am, hopefully when I get some free time, I might even try to stream me playing Virtua Fighter because oh man, finally, like I don't know, it just feels relief. Like I can finally play this game that I can only just admire from a distance. It's like I want to play you, but I literally can't, at least not legally, and I don't want to go through those loopholes to try to play you.
Oh, just to let you know. Wait a second. Yeah, the time is wrong. It says on your stream it says 0529.
0529.
Yeah, 2021. The date. I don't know what that means. It's there.
Oh, god dang it! I forgot to change the. I forgot to change the scrolling text. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Nah, it's fine. I could just change it right now.
That's what I did. I actually
the small changes.
I actually just made the button for the display, so whenever I need to, I can display without having people to look at my
Oh,
OBS.
it's nothing too embarrassing.
I know.
Although I'm gonna blame Ghetto for this. He distracted me.
He just
He distracted me with his knowledge of cartoons again. There we go. All right, now it's all now it's all up to date. Oh, and the company was bought up by Hasbro.
they're
First
buying everything.
them, then Transformers, now Power Rangers. Did Hasbro have the right license to make Ninja Turtle toys? Let me know, Ghetto.
Uh,
Oh,
hmm.
but also, so I'll end my whole Virtue Fire fanboyism here because because I can't say much until I actually start playing the game. But so far, word of mouth has been pretty good. But in a uh, slightly related note, so I got to actually visit a mutual friend of ours, and and convinced her to actually play some Street Fighter with me.
Oh no!
And
Why would you torture her with that?
no, actually the results were much better than I thought they were, and it actually opened my eyes up a lot because so I actually decided to bring in. We started to play the 30th anniversary collection, and I was like, all right, I have attempted to play fighting games with people who don't understand it a good number of times, so I know how to. So I should be able to navigate how to play with an absolute beginner. And so I decided was you know what? Let's go back to basics, just the extreme fundamentals, and decided to have we would play Street Fighter 2 Turbo, like the third version of Street Fighter 2.
All right.
And surprisingly enough, she picked it up no problem. Like, but by the end of at least our session playing Street Fighter 2, she learned how to do Hadokens, she learned how to do charge moves. She was
Man, that took me years to do charge moves.
she at a few times she actually was beating me. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, and I was legitimately not trying to be easy, or even I was trying to avoid characters I'm really good at. But even then, but even then, she kept like whittling me down with her normal moves to the point that, and I forgot how lenient Street Fighter 2 was in giving you like so much damage just based on like 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah.
So there were many times where like I'm like, all right, I get hit once, hit two, all right, I'm still good. Blocked it. I look at my health. I'm like halfway down. She's not even like halfway in her health bar. All right, oh crap! I forgot the Street Fighter 2. But she was actually like able to pick up a lot of the game mechanics, and to the point they were actually like legit playing against each other, and not me forcing myself to hold back or even have to explain everything to her. And
That's good.
but it started to go down a little bit as we went further along with the series, because once we hit Alpha and Street Fighter 3, that's when like all the confusion really started to happen.
Oh yeah, the parry system and stuff.
Well, for the parry system, I was like, just pay no attention to it. That is something you do not have to worry about. But like stuff like the super special moves, or or how to do unique type of special moves, like with like with Giles, how to do his big special move where he had to go diagonal and then go left and up back the opposite direction. You know what I'm talking
Wait,
about?
diagonal. What? Wait. Repeat that.
Okay, yeah. So you have to like crouch. You have to go crouch diagonally, and then move your stick right, left, and then diagonally up.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, like trying to like have her try to do that. So I was like, okay, maybe. Like
My favorite time.
she barely uh she she barely she barely knew how to do the double Hadouken, so all those charge moves, I was like, no way, Jose.
Favorite thing about I like those diagonal moves, especially on Street Fighter 4. Fond memories was me doing those moves on keyboard because it. I, first of all, thinking about it back then, it's amazing how I did it on keyboard because I don't know, like I think we were both playing and I was saying to myself maybe I can do it, and we both kind of thought to each other, nah, it's probably not gonna happen, but surprisingly, all the moves it's very easy to do on keyboard. Remember those days?
Yes,
You
I
using the
remember.
controller? You
Yeah,
using the controller and I had to use the keyboard?
and it was still even an even match.
Yeah.
I think the one I was most salty that we played Schoolgirls. I think that was
Oh,
me. I was most salty because I
uh,
recorded a bit more than Street Fighter 4.
no, I think it was the part where when I was using this fortune and I kept doing the same combo over and over again, but for some reason you just weren't blocking low, so it just kept. It wasn't even like
I kept falling for the
infinite.
same move.
It wasn't even an infinite. It was just me doing the same move over and over again, and he just didn't block low.
Well, I think I was like, I was probably just tilted at that moment. But
Yeah, you were.
what's a memory you know what's something I remember during that time. Remember
Mhm.
when I think one of the other students in that classroom they brought their Xbox 360 and
Oh yeah,
they brought a few games, and one of the games happened to be Super Street Fighter 4.
yeah.
And we're like, and at least from my point of view, I was like, oh, let's try that game. We were playing along, and then it was Jack and I's turn, and then boom, we start actually doing some serious moves, serious fights.
Yeah.
To the point they were almost like taking over this person. This person's like console in games because we actually knew how to play Street Fighter. So at a
So
certain
that's
point,
why.
we had to literally stop ourselves. Like, all right, we gotta stop playing because we can keep going. It's not ours.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
other people play.
we were doing I think turns like the loser always has to go, and and yeah, it would either end up with me or him losing, and then the other guys come in, we beat them, and then it goes back to us again. It just like was nonstop. So we ended up just going, here, have the controller, have fun. We'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, and then I think and then after that, I think we played one of the like what was the Dragon Ball game they brought too? Like
I think it was
it
Limit
was
Break.
yeah, it was kind of it looked like Budokai, but it wasn't.
No, I think it was Dragon Ball Z Limit Break or something like that.
I think it was Limit Break, which I remember just trying. I was like, what? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Did you ever happen to? Did you ever happen to remember? Look, okay, I know this. Let me see. I'm trying to look it up right now. I put in Limit Break for some reason. It just shows
No,
power
Burst Limit. That's the one. Burst Limit.
burst limit, burst limit.
Thank you, Gil. Yeah,
But
it was Burst Limit.
yeah, but I don't remember. Let's see. Do we remember any part of the game where we just ended up? Because I know in burst limit, if you end up staggering your opponent, they have to button mash to kind of catch their breath again. Did we ever had that happen? Because if not, then it's not that one.
Um. Oh man, I barely remember. If it did happen, I can't say. I cannot say for sure. Only thing I remember is that it like combo wise and such, it was very similar to Budokai. I think the biggest difference was uh that there was no like normal command moves like the way Budokai did them, because
Mhm.
everything like led to like a fancy cutscene where you had to press the prompts on screen in order to get the maximum amount of damage out of your specific move. I think that's how it was, but I could be wrong. I mean, I could look up probably gameplay of Burst Limit just to confirm that.
And you know what's This reminds me. So have you ever played going to anime fighting games? Have you ever played Naruto Shippuden fighting games?
No, I have only played the Clash of Ninja games on the GameCube, 1 and 2.
I think was any of that ported to the Wii?
No, the Wii ones got essentially the Wii one essentially got the Shippuden sequel
Oh,
series,
okay.
where it was like
Okay.
Naruto Shippuden, whatever you call it.
Shippuden.
Naruto Clash of Ninja. I think I remember that giving that game getting that game as a gift for a friend, but I never actually played it. So I don't know how much different it is from the original Clash of Ninja series.
Like after like I just realized how unfair the game is because remember with the Wii you can be able to use both the nunchucks and the GameCube controller. Just plug in the GameCube controller and it works, right?
Right.
Uh, Apparently the developers did not. I don't know if if they just want to half-assed it or if they just never thought about it or even then maybe just never had the time to do it. Um, there was motion controls with with the fighting itself. Like there's ways where you can like I guess perform certain hand signs. You have to do it a certain way and it gives you a boost of something of some sorts. But not just that, there was also the parts where if if you do a like an ultra move, it does a cutscene, and then with the Wii remotes, you do whatever hand movements it wants you to do, whatever motion controls it wants you to do, and it does extra damage. But if you use a GameCube controller, you don't have that option. You can't get extra damage.
Oh wow, that's pretty unfair.
Yeah, so I remember one time I was playing with my brother, and I realized whenever I was doing it, I got more hits in. And I was telling him, "Wait, I'm getting more damage. Man, I shouldn't be doing this." And he's like, "No, don't worry." But I could tell he was like kind of bothered by it. But it was, yeah.
And only thing I remember ever being cheap, at least in the GameCube games, and it was I think the only one I can remember, or at least a bit overpowered, was that in Clash of Ninja 2.
Hmm.
Uh, if once you unlock uh, Kakashi with a shotgun gun,
Hmm.
she pretty much aside from like a select few characters, everyone's big finishing move becomes useless.
Really?
Yeah, because all you need, because what Kakashi Sensei what Kakashi Sensei Kakashi, why am I talking like he's my teacher? Kakashi, he has a character specific special move where he does a counter. Now, typically in his normal form, he does the 1,000 years of pain. That's how he counterattacks. But if you choose him with the Shining Gun form, what he does is if you do your big ultimate move on him and he does the counter right before he hits you, he actually does the super move against you. And
Really?
and it doesn't cost any meter or anything like that.
Huh.
So essentially, if you have Kakashi and you're up against essentially like 90% of the cast, you essentially have two super moves available to you if you can time the counter right.
Oh wow.
You have
That's
your
kind of
you have your own and your opponents.
that's really unfair.
Oh yeah, I played them. I used them a lot.
Oh, damn. Of course you would.
So I remember doing that a lot, and I think what was Gava's older brother called again?
Wait, who's?
Gava's brother, the one with the puppet.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. All I remember, he had a weird puppet dressed in all black, had eye makeup, all the works. Kankuro, thank you, Ghetto. His name is Kankuro. I remember he was a character, and I also like using him just because you're essentially controlling two characters, him and his puppet, and once you nail it down, it becomes unfair because you're fighting. It's like you're fighting against two people, and with the game's camera system, sometimes you can force your opponent to hit your puppet instead of yourself. So your opponent is is always having to change who they're fighting if you pick him. So it becomes more annoying for the opponent.
Huh.
Oh, but yeah, that game's busted. Although it's
Yeah, a lot of the Naruto.
although it sucks. Although one thing I learned very recently was that there was actually a third game in that initial series, but the third game never made it to the States. It's only in Japan. And I'm like, oh. And I only just learned about it, I think, like last year. Apparently, there's a big tournament scene with that game.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I don't like that.
It is what it is, but it's like I think it's like only strictly limited to Japan. No, I think it's limited to Japan and like some Portuguese and some like Portuguese fans on a Discord server.
No, I can't wait for the One Punch Man fighting game professional tournaments and stuff.
Should I try that just to see that one that One Punch Man fighting game that actually did come out?
It, I don't know, it looks fun, but at the same time, I did see the interaction between two Saitamas. It's kind of funny.
Oh, Ghetto says no. He says no. Okay, don't play the One Punch Man game. All right.
Let's play it then.
I was gonna rent it. I was gonna buy it.
Let's play it then. He said no. Let's play it.
It's gonna be our. It's gonna be our next. It's gonna be our next Hack versus Jack episode. Our next Fight Night episode. Let's play the One Punch Man fighting game.
Ghetto says, "I didn't mean for that to be in caps." Yes, you did.
Liar!
Liars.
Like what Anakin said. Liar!
You lie.
You meant to be in all caps. I know it to be true. Search your feelings.
You know it to be true.
To this day, I still don't know what that means. Search your feelings. Like when you break it down, what does that actually mean?
I feel angry. Why do you feel angry? They just pull up a chair and one of those therapist couches.
Angry? Where are you?
It all started when I was a child.
It all started when I was a slave on a desert planet.
No, it's all started when I was a child. When I was 1 year old, someone took my Winnie the Pooh blanket.
Oh, okay, I wasn't that young. I was like 4, 5 at the most. And it's an appropriate age to get mad because I love that blanket. I was very big into I want to say Winnie the Pooh.
Lenny the Pooh.
Yeah,
Lenny the Pooh.
Yeah, someone draw fan art of Lenny as Winnie the Pooh, Lenny from The Simpsons. Ghetto says, "I'm guessing just a pretty way of saying I'm 100% I'm right." In the context when they use that line, I guess so.
Maybe.
I guess so because when Vader said it to Luke, he was saying I am your dad, and when Luke said it to Vader, Luke was right in that Vader still had some good in him. I can feel it. Also, Ghetto says Liddy the Pooh.
I like the fact when it comes to some Star Wars stuff. I mean, okay, so here's the thing with Star Wars. I don't know. I feel like at certain points, whenever they did like the first trilogy and then the prequels and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
then they have like some fan theories will have like connections about like, oh, do you see this one interaction here? It's the same as this one. It was on purpose, but I feel like sometimes it's just like maybe you're reading too much into it, like as if like how English teachers talk about the blue drapes.
You're telling me that Star Wars fanboys can look into things that are not there. You're telling me that hold on, that because Jar Jar stopped being a main character after the Phantom Menace, that he isn't a Sith Lord?
It was like this one scene. Someone tried to explain. It was like the part where the Duel of Fates, where Anakin versus Obi-Wan, and Anakin like ends up looking at Obi-Wan very angrily, and he's like, and that's the part, and you see right there that the way he did his eyes, that's the time when, oh wait, no, it was during the scene when uh Anakin and what was that guy's name, the black guy,
Oh, Mace Windu.
yeah, Mace Windu was confronted Palpatine, and where Palpatine and Mace Windu, they both gave him a choice of what to do. And whenever Anakin looked a certain way, he's like, "You see, in that part, that's when Anakin died, and when Darth Vader rised."
Now, see, in this frame, this is where the third shooter came into the scene. All right, and hit directly into Kennedy's head. And right here, you can see it back to the left, back and to the
And to the
left,
left.
and that is where the magic bullet came from. Right there, when Anakin killed Mace Windu.
You know, the way you said that, it reminds me of. I feel like that's how every Phoenix Wright game was. You see this
Oh,
one spot right here. There's a hole right there. That's where the bullet came from.
man.
Everyone gasp.
You see this random mop on the floor? You forgot to examine it? Oh well, too bad. You spend the next 3 hours trying to progress the investigation part of the game, only to give up halfway because you didn't examine the mop.
Remember this one? This lawyer was actually watching, like, actually was like talking about how the game is. I think they either saw the anime or saw the movie, whichever one. But they saw one of them. And the funny thing was that he, like, at one point, Phoenix, he pulls out a piece of evidence, and then he's just like, aha, and everyone's like, what's that? And the lawyer stops. He's like, if you did that in court in real life, they would not accept it because you literally just took evidence and you did not even mention it to anyone. And like, I'm pretty sure this is very illegal. I'm like, oh wow. There's a lot of illegal things they did in the Phoenix Wright games.
Oh yeah, very much so. Like, but life finds a way. Phoenix always proves his client innocent. So, besides, it's Japan, it's Tokyo, Los Angeles. You never know what happens in that city.
So there was something pretty interesting on the second game. So for the most part, I don't like the soundtrack, but the the cases were fine. Like, I love the cases, especially the last one, because um this is the one time where at first you're like, okay, this is gonna be another random case where you have to turn about and like prove the person that you have is innocent. But in this last case, you know for sure, like after midway into the game, you're like, maybe he did do it. And then at the end of the game, like closer towards the end, you're like, okay, he did do it. But now I'm stuck with this moral dilemma of, should I still prove him innocent or make him be guilty? And you might say just go make the person be guilty, but the problem is that
That's not your job.
well, no, not that. It's that even if you can't you try to stop the defense or like stop defending him, you can't because Mai, the girl that hangs around with Phoenix, was kidnapped, and the kidnapped by an assassin, and the assassin said if you don't prove this person innocent, she's gonna die.
Oh, I think I did this case. I think, or maybe I started, but it was so long ago. I'm starting to remember what case you're talking about. I, I know for a fact I did it, but I forget every detail about it. but I know I did this case.
Because first you were trying to prove it's like a repeat of the what was it called, the samurai case.
Oh, with the what's his name? The not Silver Samurai. That's the Marvel character. The wait, what's it called? The Silver Samurai?
I think it was
No,
called the Silver Samurai. The no, that's the one I'm talking about. Nickel Samurai is the current one I'm talking about. I think it was Silver Samurai. But either
uh,
way, it was like the same thing, the kind of same scenario. The Nickel Samurai was supposedly going from that certain place to another
no.
place.
Oh, correction.
And
Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai.
Steel Samurai,
Yeah,
Steel
not
Samurai.
Silver. All right, keep going.
But yeah, it was the same scenario where this time Nickel Samurai goes into another actor's room, kills them, and that's where you start off the game. But now, from there, it went to you. You try to prove your guy's innocence, and it's going well. But then slowly, you keep getting pieces where you're thinking to yourself, maybe this person's not innocent. And every time when you keep going back to him, he's like he's telling you the truth, but in the end, you find out he was telling you half truths
So he was still
because
lying.
yeah, but it was a clever way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But because like it's not a lie, because Phoenix in the game, at least game canon, he has a tool. It's kind of like it's almost like the half of the yin yang symbol.
Oh, the Naga, but no, the Nabatapata.
Let's just call it the truth stone.
No, like
The
let's call it the Naganama.
the Morellonomicon. He has the Morellonomicon
There you go.
to summon the undead. But yeah, he has the stone that tells him if someone's hiding a secret.
Yeah,
And he
I
tells
remember
the guy,
that.
like in the very beginning of the game, he asked him, "Did you kill the guy?" And he says no, and the stone doesn't react. And then like at the end of it, he's thinking to himself like, "But you lied. How could like I have this stone that tells the truth? How did you lie?" He's like, "I didn't lie. I mean, I'm telling you the truth. I didn't kill him. The assassin killed him." He's like, "But
Son
you
of a
hired it."
bitch.
He's like, "But you hired him." Like, "Yeah, but I didn't kill him."
Ah, that's how they get you. Not so thanks, Nexus. The Magatama. That's what it's called. I knew it was.
Yeah,
I knew it had like a gamma in there somewhere, or got or it had those. It has those letters. I knew that.
Necronomicon. Yes,
Yes, Phoenix used the Necronomicon.
he uses the.
He needed Cthulhu's help to win the case. He goes, if I can't serve you justice, maybe the old ones will. Saxo says, let's see. The only time Phoenix legit lost a case, not counting the time Furio Tigre impersonated him, or the one prior to Apollo's Justice, where he was forced to use false evidence. Yeah, I think I remember that. I think it did end in a loss. Oh, and of course, but now that I have acquired like at least basic court knowledge, uh, uh, Phoenix he still would have won. He still would have won if the prosecution. He still would have been okay if the prosecution like actually did their job for once. Like the one
Yeah,
who was the prosecuting attorney in that case? Was it Francesca?
it was in the beginning. It was Francesca, but then it went to Edgeworth.
If Edgeworth was like as half as I still don't get how they're rivals. Considering that freaking Phoenix is out here being Batman, world greatest detective slash attorney to Miles, but yet they're somehow equal footing.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It seems like he does everything out of pure luck.
Maybe
But like you're talking about,
maybe
are
so.
you talking about like the case that Smaxo was talking about, or
No. I was just reading what he's referring to. Just reading his comment
okay,
because
so
there's still a lot of cases I still don't know about. Considering that aside from the first game and like small parts of the second, like
Mhm.
I don't know any cases from Trials and Tribulations, Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, or Spirit of Justice, or
Well, like
or
the
or the side games.
but like the interesting thing, I mean, I wouldn't say Edgeworth didn't know what to do in the second game, at least on that last case, because so it was first Francesca, but then she got shot. Like literally, the assassin shot her, uh, to kind of try to prove the innocence of the guy. But then Edgeworth came in, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be taking over this case." And throughout the whole thing, and I mean, in a way, he was right the whole time that the guy was guilty. But then it's kind of funny because at the closer towards the end of the case, now you know that the person is guilty that you're defending, but right now you're stalling for time for the cops to find Maya, so so she can be saved, and you can just say, hey, okay, he's guilty.
Yeah.
But like you, Phoenix did such a good job that now he has to fight the proof of innocence by by like looking at contradictions on innocent statements.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
And
so, Spaxel says, he says, oh no, in the world of Phoenix, right, the prosecutors are either dirty as hell or already assume the perp is guilty. I know, I know. It's just how it's just how it is. Like in Phoenix, right, the prosecutors are essentially the devil, and the defense attorneys are the angels.
weird
It's the
how
way how they construct their world. I know.
was Chief Gant even canon because he was just a bonus case.
Chief Gant. Oh, from the bonus case from like the first DS
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Is he not canon?
I don't know
I don't
because
know.
whenever I let me see, I'm looking it up right now.
Same
Uh,
here. The SO9 incident. God dang. No wait. No, that's a DO9. Wait, which one is the? No wait, no. That's the DO9 incident with something
I
else.
like how I like how it says for this jackkid.fandom.com, the wiki for Damon Gant, age 65, status deceased, origin Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, affiliation evil,
I
just evil.
mean, his name is his first name is Damon. Come on. Uh,
Smaxo says it is pretty canon.
okay, yeah, I think what it was is that because I think there's some information on that case that contradicts the next game. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like there's some either plot holes or plot inconsistencies with his story in a future case. I think something like that, but I cannot say for sure. Cut to Smacks are gonna correct me in the chat. I can feel it. I can feel the Malaysian melee coming on.
Maxwell says, I think it took during and after Apollo Justice Pro for the prosecutor reputation to be fixed under Edgeworth. Still weird that Edgeworth said nothing while Phoenix got disbarred prior to Ace Attorney.
No,
And yeah.
oh, actually, I need to play those further games just to see like what happened to make Phoenix like disbarred and how did he get it and how did he get his license back, license to practice law.
I don't know. I
And the
need
recent
to
game which in which he has in which you have to uh uh play be an attorney in an entirely different country, which I think is very interesting. And and also since now we're both on Switches, we can now play the great Ace Attorney with with Phoenix's ancestor.
so Apollo Justice?
No, it's like no ancestor.
Oh, ancestor. What the hell? He okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like it was recently announced that it's finally coming to the West. It's called the Great Ace Attorney, but there's these side games that were for the longest time was exclusive to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it takes place in the 19th century. So, in which you play a ancestor of Phoenix who is also an attorney. And I think one of the and the only thing I know about it was that Sherlock Holmes is in those games, like the Sherlock Holmes, and in trying to uh localize and release the game in the West, they had to legally change his name to Herlock Sholmes. Oh,
Smaxo says Phoenix got his license back after the last case of Apollo Justice. He nailed the guy who gave him the fake evidence in the prior case and put him through trial.
bum bum bum. And after that, Phoenix went to join Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
You know, it's kind of funny because like I saw on like old forum pages of the of Apollo Justice, and people were just calling Phoenix and that one Hobo Phoenix.
Okay, did he like actually look like one?
He really did look like one. He just kind of like he had a beanie on, jacket, and he long, I think, sweatpants and sandals on.
Oh, by the way, when you're describing the case where the case where he had to when Maya got kidnapped,
Hmm.
I all I could one thing that crossed my mind, I was listening, I was like, how is this not a Daredevil story?
True.
Because actually, for one, actually, be if there is, I probably haven't read it or forgotten about it. And two, uh, let's say in this, I'm trying to imagine this scenario. Let's replace Phoenix Wright with Matt Murdock, and already the 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 defendant, he is screwed from day one. He was like, oh, oh yeah, Matt Murdock's gonna defend me. He's the best attorney there is, not knowing he's actually Daredevil. And so with the
True.
whole kidnapping thing, it won't take long to Daredevil to find it. Heck, I bet you on the next night after they talk, he pays a visit to him. He goes, so where's the girl? And boom,
Well,
case solved.
it was actually kind of cool, like the way you threaten the guy, because like at least that was the one thing I liked. You threatened the defendant. Um, you threatened him by telling the assassin about what the defendant was planning to do in case if because of his paranoia. The defendant put a camera in the scene of the crime to record everything. So in case if the assassin was out to get him, he would have evidence to blackmail him with.
Ah.
And that whenever Phoenix told the guy, like told the assassin about it, the assassin was like, "Well, oh." And then Phoenix was like saying to him, he's like, "So what do you do with traitors that mess with your moral code?" And he's like, "Well, traitors when traitors break the contract by interfering with my or black interfering with the scene or blackmailing me, it's a broken trust, so I would end up having to end him or chase him down pretty much." And that at that point, the the guy's like, "Oh, okay, well, that's the end of it." Like, and then he says to the defendant, "Is like, all right, so I think we finished up the case. So yeah, my client's innocent." He will say that, and then if you say that, then the client will be like, "Nope, nope, nope. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I did it. I did it. Send me to jail. I don't want to die."
Phoenix, right? That SOB, you done it again. So Saxo's, well, first off, get him with the space pirate Captain Herlock reference. It actually confused me because I thought actually confused me when I saw that original title. And I'm like, how do you get Harlock from Herlock? I still don't get it. Snaxo says Herlock Sholmes is the name of the detective that chased our son Lupin. And yes, he was supposed to be. Okay, so what Saxo's referring to? So, when I was saying how Sherlock Holmes is in those spin-off Ace Attorney games,
Hmm.
um, the way that it's changed up for the West to be Herlock Sholmes, it's not the first time it did that. It's actually a double reference. So obviously, it's a reference to Sherlock Holmes. There's also
Mhm.
another reference to the French novels at the time about the gentleman thief Arsène Lupin, and there was a book where the thief went up against Sherlock Holmes. However, the writer couldn't legally use his name, so he just ended up creating Herlock Sholmes so he can use Sherlock Holmes in his book without getting in trouble for it. And that's where Herlock Sholmes comes from. So Saxa says, so what did Phoenix do after Disbarred? He became a pianist, an undefeated poker player, and a private detective.
I mean, you gotta make some money somehow, and hey, you gotta put those skills as a lawyer at work there. I mean,
The,
what else would? Well, at the same time, though, he would have a very bad poker face. So I don't know
oh
how he
yeah.
became.
Well, that's just his luck. That's why his luck.
But like, just imagine him in the middle of a poker game, and he's trying to debate it. Like, so I have two kings, but then now, if I have two kings, then you would have three aces, or it's like something like that.
Oh, and some place they'll give him kill because that would prove that Phoenix is counting cards.
Yeah, and then like he has his own, he brings in like a little stereo when he plays it. It does the corner theme song. Dun, 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 dun,
And then he goes, "Is that hold up? I know you're bluffing. I know you're bluffing. I was counting the cards all along." He says proudly, up until he realizes he's not in court, and everyone starts pulling a gun at him. The pianist one is kind of out of left field. I never took it as someone who was into music, but hey, whatever. I guess everyone has a hobby.
I think on the prequels, which was the what was it called again? Ace Attorney. No, wait, no. Phoenix Wright. It's the third one
Oh,
where you play as
Trials and Tribulations.
Trials and Tribulations.
Wait, that's a prequel,
I mean, kinda.
or like
I haven't.
or does it like feature like a few cases that take place prior to the first game?
I haven't finished it, but the first case was literally you being Mia, and you're defending Phoenix.
Oh, okay, I see.
And if I'm correct, he did mention that he had like a either a music. Yeah, I think he did like said something about having a music degree or something else.
I see. Oh, and also I looked it up. Yeah, so the first case is like it takes place before the like 5 years before the first game. So, but that's the only one that takes place during that time.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest of them are like after Injustice for All.
Ah, gotcha.
Spaxa says, "Oh no, he's really good. Some say it's either because of his adopted daughter, or he has a good poker face. No one suspects the nervous-looking guy to be a good bluffer." I guess so. I guess so. But I really like I said, I really gotta play those take the time to really play those games so that I can have more Ace Attorney knowledge and just understand where all the more crazy stuff happens.
I really want to see his poker face then.
Imagine his
Like, how stern does he look?
It's probably just gonna be his default like sprite.
But yeah, but I can't feel the sternness from it.
No, it gets more stern when his hair like rises up like some sort of like duck. His spiky hair rises. That's how you know he's serious.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's going into his final form.
Hey,
The super ace attorney.
Hey, we're just gonna have a scene where he's like against three other guys that don't want to fold, and the guy next to him raises, and he just like a freaking duck, his hair just stands on end every single time the guy raises.
Is the way it's how he counters bluffs. He gives that look. It puts fear into their eyes.
Makes him look bigger. Quickly act bigger.
Phoenix puffing out his chest. Literally saying it with your chest. Also, Ghetto, I just saw your tweet. No adaptation of Trouble. For God's sake, we do not want that. Oh man, you know, one day, Jake, sorry, not Jake, Jack. I don't know where.
Jack.
It all sounds the same, but I should. Actually, should I tell? What's a Jake again? God dang it, Jack. I don't know why I'm thinking Jake. Should I tell Jack about Trouble? Should he know that knowledge or not? Let me know in the chat.
The only thing I think about when someone say trouble is that one song.
What's I don't know what song.
It's a pop song, but I don't even remember the lyrics.
Oh, Ghetto also Ghetto, he says, "I want it, I need it. It would be hilarious."
Do it.
Do it. God, it's times like these. I wish I had a soundboard or a better way to show my clips. So, oh well. Another time. I will tell Jack, not Jake, Jack, the tale of Trouble. Because
I'm gonna need the sound.
because all I could say this, it is a comic, but it's a comic so infamous that that Marvel themselves do not like ever talk about it.
So like the Virtual Boy for Nintendo.
No, because Nintendo actually acknowledges that thing.
No, don't lie to me. They barely started acknowledging it.
No, they've been acknowledging it. I mean, you could actually, during the time of the Wii, you could actually buy Virtual Boy games through the Virtual Console.
No, like I'm talking about like if you went to their website and typed in the Virtual Boys, it would not be there. But if you typed in GameCube, Wii, Game Boy Advance, like every other thing, you could see it.
All right.
And like its history.
All right, let's see. let's.
I don't know about now, but let me see.
All right, actually, you know, I think. Let's see. Boom, boom. All right, I think I could show. I think I'll be able to show this to the fine folks. Let me see. Nothing incriminating showing. Let me go ahead and show on my screen. All right, here we go. Let's search up Virtual Boy. Let's see what we get on the official Nintendo website. So far nothing, just a bunch of nothing about that. Go hardware. Nintendo Switch lineup? This? No, just wait, hold on. Support? Maybe go there. Alright, let's see. Other systems, okay. 3DS Game & Watch, Classic HCs, Wii Mini, Wii U, Nintendo DS. Oh wow, they don't even have the GameCube listed anymore. The oldest you get is the Nintendo DS, and that's it.
I think it was something else. They had it there, like
if they did, it was probably like in the
because they had
previous
the
version
NES.
of. That's probably the previous version of their website.
Because they had the NES, they had the NES, then like the Nintendo 64 and all that stuff.
I remember that, but I think, like I said, I think that's like a previous version of their website.
Yeah, and then like it skipped Virtual Boy and then just went to another game.
Oh well. It's about what you expect, and besides, Besides, at this point, do you really want to have support and service for your Virtual Boy?
No, I think it was just talking about the history of them.
Oh, I see.
And then like the Power Glove.
The Power
Of all
Glove.
things.
So bad.
Of all things, the Power Glove.
Hey, don't diss the Power Glove. You can do a lot of cool. It was the Power Glove walk so VR could run.
If you got 2 Power Gloves, would it make you stronger?
Oh, hold the press. Hold the press.
Holding him.
All right. I see a tweet from Virgo. He tweets, "It will be clutch if someone could gift me Sonic Adventure 2."
Gift him Sonic Adventure 2.
You
Do
know,
it.
you know
You
what?
mentioned it.
Yeah, you know what? Let's make a little black man proud.
A little, a little black man.
Yeah. Well, I use it ironically.
A little black man proud.
Let's make her a little. That's what Ghetto's mom says to him. A little black man proud.
How's
All
my
right.
little black man doing?
Oh, it's so bad. So bad.
That is very bad.
Let's see. First off, I need to get to the Steam store. Where's the? There it is. There's the store. All right, Sonic Adventure 2. There it goes for $9.99. 9.99. All right, here we go. Let's see. Gonna. Well, actually, but I don't. But oh, hold on. Let me go to Discord. Let me go to Discord. Get to my server.
You know, while you're doing that, you know what I found on Steam? I found Virtual Fighter 2 for $1. Yep, that is all.
You know, that makes sense. It's a very old game.
Let's play it.
Right now, yeah. Right now, yeah. Let's play it. Was Virtual Fighter 2 on? Was that on Saturn or on Genesis? I think it was on Genesis.
Think so.
Well, technically it was probably an arcade game first, but it was probably ported to the Saturn or Genesis, or worse, the Sega CD or Sega 32X, whichever one it was at the time. All right, so so I need to actually get Virgo's Steam name before I can
Just tweet him. Ask him.
I'm asking. I'm asking right now if.
Slide into his DMs.
I'm gonna slide into it like Sonic. Or I think he's actually streaming at the moment. I think, or at least he's playing something. Is he streaming at the moment? Hold on.
Ghetto says I'll DM it to you.
Okay, thank you, thank you, Ghetto. It's nice to have a network.
Soon we'll have a LAN.
Oh, shut up. that type of network. Oh man.
We're gonna need cables, drinks, food, and duct tape.
Lots and lots of duct tape.
Lots and lots of duct tape. Do you remember that one meme? It was like a Halo LAN server, like a LAN party, and there was a guy duct taped to the ceiling.
I don't think I've ever seen that, but that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Let me find it for you.
Yeah, because I gotta go through a few extra steps before I can make a little Virgo happy. Little Virgo. That was his name when he was a child. He's Virgo now, but back then he was a little Virgo.
Correction, it wasn't Halo, but it was an old game.
Counter-Strike.
I think it looked like Counter-Strike. Not gonna lie.
You look like Counter-Strike. So toxic. Why am I toxic?
You are who you are.
Up,
there you go. I'm gonna put it on the sources.
You are who you are. Dust in the wind.
So just to show everyone, this is the image I'm talking about. I'm waiting for HAC's input.
All right, let me look at that first. Let me see what you. Oh, it's an image. Okay.
Yep, it's just an image.
Okay. Let me go ahead and let the fine folks see this image. And the question is, how they got up there, and how long did this lasted?
I don't know, but the sheer determination.
Oh yeah, it is Counter-Strike. I reckon I'm looking at the screen. That is definitely Counter-Strike. I recognize the just the look of it. At least it looks something like that.
Fun fact, everyone: Hack was a well-known professional Counter-Strike player.
Shut up. I
That's
haven't.
why he recognized
I
it.
I haven't even played 1 second of any Counter Strike game. It's just very well known. All right, all right.
That's what we all say. That's what you will say to protect your
I'm
image.
I'm yeah, my image that I play a certain a popular game.
Yeah, you have all these controversial opinions and Twitters and stuff.
Do I
Gotta
really?
protect that
Do I really have controversial opinions? Do I really?
for Twitter.
Nah.
I'm not wrong for Twitter. For Twitter, you do.
Ah.
Yeah, stay. He's silent now.
Shh. I don't even remember what was the last controversial thing I said. So there.
I don't know.
Yeah, see,
When you
exactly.
gotta slap a woman.
I never said that. I think.
You always quote Sean Connery.
What? You know what? I can't deny that. But it's not all. But it's not always that interview. Sometimes you gotta slap a woman.
Ghetto says pics like that remind me of the pics of the guy carrying a 2,000 card deck around the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Oh yeah, I forgot.
How does that? How does that work?
So there was never a. At first, when tournaments were happening, there was never a card limit until this guy came out. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna look up the history of it.
All right, I'm getting close to fulfilling Virgo's dreams. I can feel it. I'm going to fulfill his dreams. But apparently, Steve doesn't want me to do it. I can't. Steve's not allowing me to fulfill his dreams.
Okay, let me see here.
Well, I wouldn't. Wait, well, I wouldn't say I wasn't surprised. There's a lot of Virgos on Steam.
It says here when Yu-Gi-Oh first started, an unlimited deck size was allowed. Now there's a 60 card limit. But why? And it says here, okay, if Reddit is to be believed, there was a person at a German regional tournament who thoroughly abused this by bringing a deck with 2,222 cards, enough for about 740 cards with 3 duplicates each. To make matters worse, as many cards as possible were added that the deck had to be shuffled during the game as often as possible. While it was definitely poor sportsmanship, is what unquestionably legal, so Konami instituted the maximum deck size shortly thereafter. He did it just to mess with people. Oh, and here's the image. I need to show you the image of it. This is the one I saw before too. Copy and then paste. And I'm gonna show it to everyone here on stream too. So this is the image that I am talking about.
All right, I gotta show it up on my screen as well. Hold on. Oh, okay. I recognize that.
Yeah.
I recognize that image. 2,000. Wait. How do you make a deck around 2,000 cards?
I'm pretty sure there is no. If I'm correct, there was a bunch of card effects that were just literally have him shuffle constantly.
Oh god. Was it
So,
was it like a troll deck?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. But look, I'm pretty sure at one point someone would have been like, just instead take off like 100 cards from the top and just use those that's like in between. I'm pretty sure someone asked that and he would be like, no, that's illegal. I have to shuffle the whole deck. So he would shuffle the whole deck.
You gotta shuffle it. Shuffle well, Pharaoh.
Ghetto says, the pick always kills me when I see it. Shuffle well, Pharaoh. Alright, give me a sec.
Alright, I found Virgo. I found him. It took some time, but I found him. He is an elusive one.
Virgo back in chat says, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I can't do it.
Virgo, have your Steam account open. All right, greatness is going to happen, but you
We're gonna
must.
dox you.
Stop, shut up. Greatness will happen, but you first must accept my friend request. Like it's MySpace. Accept it. Don't deny it.
Accept my love.
Accept my love. All right, all right. Look, Virgo answered my original message, but he should be seeing it. So the greatness should be coming soon to a theater near you. Let me get out here. Go.
Imagine you buy you. He's so excited, and then you buy him Sonic Unleashed.
He's so excited. He's so excited. I bought him Sonic Forces.
Oh no, he's so excited that you bought him Sonic the Black Knight.
Nah, it's not on Steam. No, he's so excited. I bought him Sonic. Ready? Sonic the Fighters.
No, better. Sonic CD.
Sonic R. Oh, actually, no. He actually will like that because he at least likes the soundtrack to that game, which is it's a nice soundtrack.
That is true.
Virgo, Sonic Forces. Yuck, he says. Yuck. There he is. There's Virgo. I see him now. All right. Now I can do history. Let me just type this in. There it is. All right. We're about to make dreams come true, ladies and gentlemen. Dreams come true. We're gonna be doing something that Disney couldn't do in 10 years. And also, how the heck did you complete Sonic R 100%? You have a lot of willpower, Virgo. A lot of willpower. Let's see. There, I'm giving his personal message. There we go. Where is that? There we go. Cancel that. All right. Let's see. Yes. I agree. And bada bing, bada boom. It is officially underway, and so Virgo should be like a little kid on Christmas morning in about, give or say, less a minute or two. Virgo's, I shall worship you like some dark evil god. No, I do not want you to worship this. Worship this? Is that a word?
Worshipness?
That's not a word, is it?
I don't think it's a word. You always make up words.
No,
You're crazy.
No, you make up. You wake up words like blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. I kept just scatting there. And yep, he got it. There we go. All right, Virgo, dreams come true. Virgo has now officially got Sonic Adventure 2 live on stream because, god dang it, everyone needs to have good Sonic games in their collection.
This means we have to give everyone Sonic.
Everyone gets Sonic Adventure 2. You get Sonic Adventure 2. You get Sonic Adventure 2. Ghetto, you already own the game. We'll get to have it again.
Make a new Steam and
make a new Steam account so I can just give it to you. Let your little cousins or brother play. I don't know. Smaxo, I thought you have a Steam account, but you get Sonic Adventure 2. I'll find a way somehow. I'll send a GameCube over to Malaysia. I totally can do that. Or Dreamcast, whichever one you prefer. If you want that original hardware. But you don't get that multiplayer, so I'm just saying.
What if I say I want a Dreamcast with Sonic Adventure 2?
Well, I could probably give you one of my Dreamcasts.
I want a Dreamcast, but not right now.
But I forget which one works though.
Oh, I gotta play Russian roulette. God dang it!
And also, I gotta find it. I don't know where my dad put the Dreamcast.
Listen here, Jack. I got 5 Dreamcast here, but only one of them
that
works.
works.
One of them works. Choose your poison. Pick your poison.
Choose wisely.
I don't know what voice I'm doing, but it's one.
You get the right one, and then you go, and then I go, all right, here are 5 copies of Sonic Adventure 2. One of them works. Good luck. Actually, I think, okay, I don't think I told this story, but so I'm not lying when I say I actually do own 2 Dreamcasts, but one of them actually I do think is actually defective. The other one it actually does work, and I got that as a gift for my dad. And oh, hold on a second.
Holding.
I'm back. I give him as a gift from my dad. And he appreciates it, although I have not actually seen him use it. If anything, I think I use it more than he did. But I think it was more the heart that counts, because I did on my way to get not only a working Sega Dreamcast, but a working functional controller and a working copy of the first Shenmue. So, and that took some time to acquire. And I was able to get all of that, and well, at least I can say that I play Shenmue on the original hardware. So I can say that. Second, naysayers. I don't know who will be mad at me for that. Point is, I did it.
Well, it was nice of y'all.
Also, Virgo tweets out, Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 bitches tow the hose, I'm in Chow World. And I'm going to retweet that, and I'll put it's. Oh, I can say this. This tweet is sponsored by the JAC Show. By the JAC Show. Where dreams do come true. And the best part, we ain't lying, ain't false advertising.
Someone dreams up a Lambo. All right, we lied.
It's like, don't dream that big, all right? Like $20 or less. Like we're buying, like you're like like you're a coworker at the office, all right? We're not gonna give you anything more than that. Yeah. Here, have some gotcha currency for whatever gotcha game you want. Dokkan battle. I don't care.
I'll play some more Crash Fever. Does anyone play Crash Fever? No, most likely not. It's a Japan game, or it's more Japanese, Korean.
Speaking of Japanese game, okay. So I'll share this. For a while, I did play a little bit of Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle on on my phone, and I never got deep into where I was spending actual money, but I played as much as you can by doing all the free stuff and all the long waits. Eventually, kind of got tired of it, and months, maybe a year later, I know at least a long time later after that, I decided to want to replay the game again, and I don't know what changed about me, but when I re-downloaded the game and I opened it up, I was immediately put off by it. Immediately. Before I even got to actually play the game, so to speak. Just looking at that UI, just like, I looked at that UI and I'm going, oh god, what is this? What the heck?
My eyes.
And it wasn't even like the main menu. It was like literally like a screen, like say, welcome to Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. I look at that and I'm going, oh, and I immediately delete it without even trying to play the game. I was so like disgusted by its visual design that I never went back to it again. I never went back.
That was me with a mobile game. It was called Destiny Child. Have you ever heard of that one?
I know of Destiny's Child, but I don't think that's the one you're referring to.
No, but it's called Destiny Child. It's pretty much glorified waifus in a way. Yeah.
Ain't that all?
But like,
Ain't that all gotcha games? When you think about it.
kinda, yeah. But this one was like hyper sexualized.
I see. You gotta pay extra money. Oops, almost dropped something. You gotta pay extra money for the good stuff.
Like I went on, and then like after that, I saw the UI because I logged into. Apparently, I still had an old account there, but when I logged back in, I was like, "Ew, what is all this? Oh God, what's with all these pop-ups?" And instantly just uninstalled it. I was like, "No, I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna play this one."
Yeah, it's just I am very glad that I have no that I am no longer like at all. What I guess what we're looking for under the influence of gotcha games. Even though admittedly I never played a lot of them, there was only three of them that I actually put any real time into. It was Dokkan Battle, as I mentioned, Fire Emblem Heroes, and and a Final Fantasy game. I think it's called Mobius X.
Oh, Mobius X's
Yeah,
X Devious
yeah.
Xavier.
Xavier, Final Fantasy Xerxes. It was but that one, and that one I got pretty far into, and I actually did dig its combat system. But at the end of the day, it's still a gotcha game.
Yeah.
So it was like, even though I put a lot of time into that one, I was like, this my the novelty wore out real bad. And and it's funny enough, the last time I played a gotcha game was purely by accident. Because when right around Genshin Impact was, I think it was like released here in the West, it was started to make big headlines.
Yeah.
I legitimately thought it was like, oh, it's an actual game, you know.
No.
But until and then when I actually started playing it, and unfortunately took the stream down, but I live streamed it, and I was like, huh, this game suspiciously feels like Breath of the Wild. But it must be a coincidence. It must just be a coincidence. So I kept playing around, and I was like, "Oh, my companions, huh? Hmm." I was like, all the evidence was showing there, but my mind hasn't like connected dots yet. It wasn't until like later on, once like a cutscene happened, where you were literally given a paraglider and you were
Yeah.
asked to jump and then you use it. I'm like, oh my god, this is just a Breath of the Wild ripoff with anime girls. That was that moment it hit me, and I was like, all right, I'm not no longer playing this game. It's just like
Wait, you didn't at least do your first roll and then have the "Oh my god" reaction if you got something good
I
to
don't,
get clickbait?
I don't think I did it. I don't think I did any role. Like I legitimately thought I was gonna get like an actual game.
You know what's funny is I think as soon as you got your paraglider, if you just played like 2 more minutes, because I got that far too. If you played 2 more minutes, you would have gone to like inside the building that you're talking to these people. Apparently they're very important, and then one of them takes you to the corner. And it's like, hey, yeah, I if you need help, I can help you, and then pulls up the the gotcha area, the gotcha section
Oh
where you
yeah,
just
yeah. I did get that far, and I was like, "Oh, is this type of game?" I did one dungeon, I think, and then after that, I stopped. I was like,
man, you got farther than me. I just
I was like, I can't believe I got tricked. I can't believe I got tricked.
I can't believe you got gotcha.
Uh
It was a
uh
gotcha moment. Ah.
Well, at least I didn't spend any real money on it, so no harm, no
The only
foul.
one, the only gotcha game I still playing that's again Crash Fever.
Crash
I don't even know.
Fever.
I don't even know how much money I spent on that.
Is it more than League?
No,
Okay, you're fine then.
no. It's
League's the real gotcha game. Oh,
it's way less than 500. I know that for sure.
look. Oh man.
But
It
like, I mean, it to me it was Crash Fever is genuinely fun just because of the way the mechanic. It's like it's a gem break, but you don't swipe gems. You just if you see a bunch of gems conglomerated together of the same color, just press on the you just tap on it, and all those gems that are connected to each other will break. But with all the characters, they have like special abilities to the point where it can either destroy the whole board or change everything. It does a lot of fun things to me. I like it. It's I don't know. It's just bunch of flashing colors.
If it flashes it tickles your funny bone.
Yep, it makes me laugh every single time.
Just like Jessica Rabbit.
But it also, I learned something funny about the game though, and I
What?
even told it to my ex whenever we were both playing it together. I was like, every time whenever she rolled, I'm like, it's not that great. That's okay. And she's like, how'd you know? Like, oh, the more busy it looks like with the artwork, the better it is.
More
Like,
stuff happening. That's how you know it's the good stuff.
if it's just the character posing and that's it, it's nothing. It's like a common. But then if there's like the characters posing and then there's like a single swipe that has like a smear color to it, okay, that's uncommon. Then if there's an explosion in the background, that's rare. But
Yeah.
then if you have an apocalyptic of colors everywhere, now that's ultra rare.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at at least just stuff like promo art of the game. Oh yeah, this wouldn't appeal to me, and if I had to well, I could show it to the people, but if I had to show like at least what it looks like, if I had to describe it just from looking at it, it is diabetes for the eyes.
Yep, so much color everywhere.
Too much color. We gotta separate them.
It's not enough color. We need more color.
There's too much saturation.
But what actually made me like the game was not the busyness of how it looked like. It was actually the music. I liked the music. I loved it.
Musicana.
Yep, it was the music that hooked me into it. To the point where the company actually made a separate game just for its music.
But is it as good as "Can You Feel the Sunshine"? Da, 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 da. Is it? If it's as good as that, I don't want to hear it. Oh, speaking of music, so I actually got I got a, I guess it would be a. Okay, so this is related to Spotify, and what they actually do, like the Spotify does, is sometimes like either the end of the year or just at random points. Well, maybe not random points, but to me they look random. Is that they will do like a unique like specialty video showcasing like what you've been listening to for like the past year or so, or even longer, depending on what the theme is. And so I got one today, and it was supposed to be like, the music that describes you. Find out how you listen. What makes you different, pretty much. I was like, all right, me check this out. And I got well, if you know me, if people who know me is not surprising at all, but it's just weird to see it actually or categorize and in all that. Like it's just weird to see it like that. Like if I could skip over, thank you. Like for example, the first thing it showed me says like who else would play Japanese, what's that called? Who else would play Japanese lo-fi hip hop and AC/DC?
Who else? Who else would listen to baby metal at church?
Definitely not me. I can say that for sure.
Nah, I'm gonna say to everyone because they all believe me that he did.
No, I don't even know a baby metal song.
That's what they all say.
And apparently this I don't know what it says about me, but Spotify knew what I listen to every night. Apparently I play the song Changes every night. I think I did that for a week or two, but I'm surprised it said that. And then it did this real astrological side where your sun sign, your artist for your sun sign is Black Sabbath. Your moon sign, where you're most emotional, that's Star Sailor. And then your rising sign, I'm like, what does this mean to me? What's a sun sign? What's a moon sign?
Okay, so here's what it is. The sun sign is your opening theme. The moon sign
What?
is your credits, and then the rising sign is whenever you come out, you finally achieve a challenge. You
Oh,
overcome the challenge.
wait. So with that definition, if I had an opening theme, it will be Black Sabbath.
Hell yeah.
You know what? You know what? I like that. You know what? Okay, I'll
Hell yeah.
accept that. If I had a closing theme, it's Star Sailor. You know what? That's actually fine. It's an adult contemporary band from the UK. I can actually dig that. And if I now the third one's weird. The rising sign. If I accomplish something, apparently I would play music from Angel Witch.
No, it's gonna be where pretty much it's the equivalent of you're down on the ground, the villain's like doing this monologue of how he beat you, and then that's when the rising sign song comes into play, where it's kind of like how it was for a lot of those shonen animes where they get up and then you hear the opening theme.
You know that's still a little weird because we tried to get an example of an Angel Witch song. Let's see. There we go. There's one. Let me look up the lyrics for one of these songs. Go. There we go. I'm just looking it up right now. Give me a second.
Just thinking what will happen if my rising song would be
Just imagine. So if the band Angel Witch is my rising song,
mhm.
then imagine these lyrics as me like getting up there from the ground trying to overcome challenges. This is the lyrics you'll hear. In the middle of last night, she went out to get her revenge on the black witches. They tried to kill her. They tried to sacrifice and burn her soul in flames. Some unknown force came and freed her. Burn the white witch. Burn the white witch.
Hey, I mean, you will be a berserker. There you go.
I'm gonna burn. Yeah, you know what? Do it Japanese enough, people are gonna start saying that with no context. Burn the white witch. Burn the white witch.
Twitter would say that.
Oh, yeah, but that's different. They'll burn the white witch because she was culturally appropriating African witchcraft. All right. Slay witchcraft slay.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
I can just imagine mine is gonna. I'm waiting for mine to see then. That like this is my first year with Spotify, so I can't wait to see. I bet you like it's gonna be something stupid like "Better Off Alone" by that one girl. It goes that one.
Maybe,
You don't
maybe
remember that song?
a little bit. Also, actually, this one's no surprise. So it's showing off like what's your unique genre combinations. The two are listed: new wave of British heavy metal and Japanese video game music.
Japanese video game music. Yeah,
Yep,
suits you.
that's pretty much is me. This is just a little novelty thing, but it's just something that's like, huh? You know, when you list these things out, when you put it out on paper like that,
I'm basic.
in some, you know what? Yeah, because I don't listen to stuff like math rock or like
Math rock? Is that like you listening to rock while you doing your math homework?
that's the same joke I thought of too, but no, that's not what it is. One of my friends on my Discord server, he asked me if I have opinions on math rock, and I go, I have not listened to a song in that genre ever. So he showed me a video. I think actually, assuming it's not Oh, hold on. Oh, I just noticed this. Virgo's host is hosting us. Thank you, Virgo. Just thank you.
Good.
I just saw that. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I'm
It
not.
pretty much means whatever viewers he has, they're now watching our stream.
No, very nice. Yeah, nice. But I think I gave you an example. I'm gonna take a risk here because I don't think this music is copyrighted. Keyword think. I don't know for sure. Uh, But I'm gonna take a risk here. Let me show you the shorter one that my friend
I
showed me.
I definitely can't take a risk because Twitch is even worse.
Oh, all right. I'll take a risk on YouTube. Oh, on YouTube. You
YouTube exclusive, everyone.
YouTube exclusive. Get to hear. Let's see. Like, so first, let me just check if it's like that because usually, oh yeah, this music is definitely. Oh yeah, this music's definitely copyrighted. Never mind. Okay, I'll just send it to you, and I'll put it in the chat for anyone who wants to wants to hear for themselves. Let's see sources. There we go. There you go. I'll send it to you, Jack, and I'm gonna put it uh into the chat so you guys can see it for yourselves.
And I am putting it on the chat for Twitch so people
Yeah,
can
so
see.
yeah, a few of you have probably already see this, but for those who don't, this is math rock.
Let me listen to it on my phone.
So, and so while he's doing it, I'll give like a just as explanation what math rock is. Essentially, what it is, it's contemporary rock, but played in a very technical and intricate style, with having key changes and time and tempo changes and time singer changes mixed throughout an entire song. So so the types of music that is very intricate, is very technical, and if you're into very complex music like that with a lot of complex compositions, then I think it's something you can really dig. As for me, I like to have a actual melody and groove with my music, regardless of genre. So it does nothing for me, and all it made me think is, and all when I first heard it, my first immediate thoughts were, this is just jazz music for people who listen to rock. That's really all it is
Yeah,
it's free
I
for
can agree.
it's free form jazz for people who don't want to be pretentious and say they listen to jazz.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I'm listening to it. I like it. But yeah, you're right. It's pretty much just a heavy version of jazz. Or at least semi-heavy.
Although jazz is still more crazier, although jazz is still more crazier technically.
Just because like it's like if you mess up, own it. Just keep pressing that keep keep hitting that key. Eventually it's gonna sound good.
No, it's not pressing the key. Is like if you're playing a string instrument, just bend it. Just
Oh yeah,
bend that
that's true.
string. Bend that string.
Yeah,
Or some actual good musical advice I heard is like, don't be scared. Just use that off key note to play back to the key, because then you'll create a little good moments within the music. Also, Ghetto goes, I like jazz. Oh yeah. Well, I have to be specific. Free form jazz. That's where you kind of lose me. But other types like fusion jazz, acid jazz, bebop, big band, all that type of stuff, I like. I do enjoy it. I can't say like I'm aficionado or I'm like super into it, but it's something that I wouldn't mind listening if I'm in a particular mood.
there. It's kind of funny, like how I could tell how pretentious some jazz people are because I remember I'm like I like big band jazz, and I see in the comments of one like of something it said like big band jazz is not even jazz. Like oh well
What?
here, you're like oh well we have a special one here.
Big Bed's not even jazz. And what is it then? What the heck is it then? Just music?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's pop music with French horns. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
I mean
smacks with the SpongeBob reference. You must acquire a taste for freeform jazz. Still a great funny joke in SpongeBob. Which, funny enough, actually, when I was listening to that math rock music, I immediately thought of that scene. In order to become an adult SpongeBob, you must acquire a taste for math rock. Cut to the listen to math rock. Oh man, but to each their own. I never said Math rock is bad. Just not. It's just not my thing.
I think it was with my brother. I was having a discussion about if I'm correct, I was telling him how it was during the news whenever Daft Punk disbanded, and I told him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, but I don't really like their music. I mean, it's too. I don't even count it as music. It's too repetitive. It's the same beat over and over again." I'm like, "Oh well, not just that. Yeah, I can go with the corny way of saying that music is it's to interpretation, but like at the same time, there's music is on its own little like wavelength, I guess you could say, or spectrum, where you have a one end rhythm and then the other end of it is like melody. I think it's melody.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Yes.
have yeah, and if you have too much rhythm, well then yeah, you're gonna have those songs that just do the same beat over and over again.
It's club music pretty much.
Yeah. Oh no. No, their club music is like it's getting there, but it's not there. I heard the ones that were rhythmic and it was like almost purely percussive. And
All
then of
right, all
course
right, all right. Then Halo music. Then I'm kidding. I kid. I kid.
uh
I kid.
but then you go to melodic and it's just like it's almost getting to the jazz where it's just like it's always a changing flow of music of sound. And like it's all due to interpretation.
Oh,
But yeah,
well, I interpret. Then I interpretate that that
interpretate.
country is not as bad as it seems.
Interpretate. Is that even a word? Interpretate?
Interpret. Interpret.
Interpret.
Interpret. I interpret. Actually, yeah, is
I,
interpretate a word? Hold on. I
I
must.
interpolate.
I
I
in,
interpolate.
I interpret. By the way, yeah. By the way, English is our native language, so. So for any foreigners in the chat, don't feel bad if your English is not as good. We have our own. We suffer on our own too. Let's see. Interpretate a word. It should be. It sounds like a G. Interpretation. I think I spelled it wrong, but whatever. There we go.
Interpret. Interpret.
Yeah, Okay, yeah, interpret. I interpret. Wait, is it?
I put it interpretate and then spaced it and then it autofills in with is interpretate a word? Is interpretate a real word?
Okay, you know what?
Interpretate is a real word, but it is now regarded as an archaic form, and the preferred verb
Ah,
with this meaning is interpret.
but I was still right technically.
This is from Merriam-Webster.
I was still right though, technically speaking.
Yeah.
Years ago, I would have been seen as a as a scholar for knowing them big words, so big $20 words.
Big word.
Now I just use words that people don't even use anymore.
That's me sometimes, and then my brother will be like, "What? What are you
Interpret.
talking about?"
Oh well, but yeah, I was like, here's my interpretation of music. Country's not that bad, but
Right?
you gotta know, but you gotta know what to look for.
Exactly.
And the radio is not it.
And we're not saying this because we're Texans.
we're saying this I'm saying this because I've actually listened to a handful of country songs that are not by Johnny Cash.
Same.
So don't let those people fool you, especially the non-Americans. There's some good country music. It's just very hard. It's just very hard to look for.
I just love the country music whenever it comes to going to bars. Very fitting.
Laying on my boot. Although we'll admit they pretty much all the same kind of singing.
Yeah.
Ghetto's
Corral back. Wait, my truck.
Ghetto says, "I only swear by Miss Parton, nobody else." Miss Dolly Parton. All right, I can live with that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's a good choice.
You know what? You know what?
Hmm.
You know what?
Hmm.
It's gonna be official. We're gonna make a country song.
That's what we're gonna do. So went from rap to now country. Pes- Peso and his hombre dandy gonna sing you a tune, of what's it like be a Texan. Ahoo! Okay.
With the great blue sky and the big.
Yeah. But no, you know what we do? No, we pretty much just rip off Sandy's song about Texas.
I want to go home.
Oh, home,
home,
home, home. I wanna go
home.
home. Always laugh at the last line. Her voice just boots. Like, whoa. I wonder if they actually got like a country star just to sing that last line of the song.
I'm pretty. I wouldn't doubt it. Either that, or maybe they have a one of the guys there that is actually very into country.
they had someone on staff ready. He was like, "This is my moment."
This is my moment. I'm gonna finally get a record label just from singing this one verse.
Not even a verse, half a verse. No, not even that. It's just half a chorus, because that's the chorus line.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Saxo says, and not all country music are about a guy singing about his wife took all his stuff. Because I mean, I listen to Kenny Rogers. That's true. That is true. And also, not all country music is about that time you did a crime and almost got away with it. Also, a lot of that too.
I have a country song in my playlist on Spotify that's like it pretty much just talks about the girl in the like just the girl in the shower and getting ready to do it.
Hey, well, you know, whatever gets a southern girl in the mood.
Yep.
Let's see. I I think one of my favorite country songs is I don't know if you know this. You ever heard the song the Highwaymen or Highwayman?
Sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
It is actually a pretty like it's a pretty well known country song, and it has like 5 different country artists contributing. Let me get this right. It had let's see, it had Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, and Chris Christopherson.
We got Chris.
We got Chris in the
We got Chris and Chris Rock.
and Chris Ross and Chris Cross. Any case, it's their title track of Highwayman off their album Highwayman. And I actually pretty like it. Pretty much every other country star gets like a verse to sing, and from my interpretation or my interpreted view.
Interpretate.
My interpretate view.
Your interpretative view.
My interpretative view of that it's about essentially about these men throughout these normal men throughout history who through one thing or another meets a tragic end of their life. It starts off with an actual highwayman, which is pretty much those. It's called what it is. It was like a Western thief who attacks who attacks people while they're traveling. And so that verse was about a person like that who died trying to do his trade, so to speak. I think he's the only one that's like objectively, nah, you're a bad person. You kind of deserve that. The other people though, they're like literally like normal people who just got the short end of stick of life. The second one is about a sailor who dies in the middle of a storm. The third verse is about a construction worker who's working on a dam, falls down and is buried in the concrete. And the fifth and final verse is about um I think it's just about an astronaut, but the wording's kind of peculiar because the last verse for John is where Johnny Cash comes in, and he says instead of saying I fly rockets, he goes I fly starships. So my mind is going, wait, hold on, that can mean two different things. Like either an astronaut, or we're going so far into the future, like we're talking like Star Wars, Star Trek level starships. I think he just means astronauts, but nevertheless, I just associate that with that. In that last one, it's the about an astronaut who I think he pretty much becomes lost in space forever.
Oof.
Yeah, so it's a good song, but like real country music, break it down, you just realize how depressing it is.
Like, I wonder how it feels like to be just lost in space.
We can ask Cars.
Cars?
Cars.
Oh, Cars. I don't know why I thought about the Cars movie. I'm like,
yeah, let's ask Lightning McQueen how it feels to be lost in space.
You can almost see him sometimes. Ka-chow. Like in the background, you hear ka-chow.
No, he says it. He says ka-chow, and like somewhere in deep space, some alien just hears it on a radio frequency. They're like, what does that mean? We don't know, sir. The last thing that's that car over there ever said before he died. Oh man, but I figure it's like that with Cars from JoJo, where you just kind of just stop. You pretty much you lose the will to live. And since Cars is immortal, it's gonna be a long time. And funny, actually, I'm surprised that after all these years, there hasn't been any attempt to bring him back in any canonical way.
Well, it would be kind of hard because, like, how can they explain it?
Make set a JoJo story in the far future.
Yes, but here's the problem. Well, the thing is, he was launched straight up into the air, into space, so he's going one direction forward.
Yep.
How's his stone body gonna make a U-turn?
I never said Cars comes back. I like in the best case scenario with it's in the far future. Space colonies exist, and from there they unearth Cars without some people. We could say either the descendant of either Speedwagon or the Joestar line. They accidentally unearth Cars, and so they gotta stop them.
Wait, I thought the Speedwagon family, all the people at least in that family died.
Baby daddy, I don't know.
Baby daddy.
Yeah, make Speedwagon a baby daddy, just like Joseph. Smaxel says, "Oh, they did 36 cars on Mars." Nani? What is this? What is this information you're telling me, Saxo? 36 cars on Mars. What is this? What am I looking at?
Let's look. I am going to search.
Wait, hold on. The heck?
What the heck is this?
Oh. This. Okay. JoJo starts up a circus of a murder. Moro slow turns the universe hobby venture after the island begins moves on its own. Okay, so is this coming from a novel called? Okay, it looks like it's spelled Jorge Joestar, but being Japan, I don't know if it's actually Jorge. It could be just a weird way to say George.
I like how there's a Reddit post with the 36 cars on Mars. Then someone says,
Okay, it's actually is Jorge. Now look, the name of the characters are Hispanic. So, okay, so synopsis. The odd numbered chapters of the story tell how Jorge, Elizabeth, and another girl named Penelope de la Rosa grew up together, eventually leading to Jorge joining the Royal Air Force and marrying Elizabeth. However, this time around, their wedding is threatened by a zombie invasion. Along the way, he makes new friends such as Suku Mojuku Kato and Stephen Motorize. He gets framed for murder. The other characters, however, are another story altogether and consider the true story of the novel. Set in the 20th century after the world has been reset, after exactly 36 times, it focuses on kid detective Joji Joestar, who, while investigating a recent string of incidents, come across a boy detective named Tsukumojoki Kato, who has somehow traveled between universes. After he is found dead in Morayo, seemingly by Yoshikage Kita's hands, Joji heads to investigate. Along the way, Joji eventually reaches outer space and meets 36 versions of cars, each from a different universe, one of which accompanies him back to Earth, all ending in a massive fistfight with Dio Brando as he attempts to become the Holy Corpse and gain unlimited power.
I got lost.
I got lost and I was reading the darn thing. And this all comes from a novel, which is this like an official novel or some like doujin thing?
It's a doujin, I'm pretty sure.
I'm writing someone in the chat. Is this like an official novel?
I like how in this Reddit post it says, what the Redditor said, I reference JoJo says. So this is what awaits Elon Joestar and Star Spacing Spacinium.
SpaceX Crusaders.
And then a deleted Redditor says, why exactly 36?
Why not? Okay. Gotta confirm. It's an official JoJo novel.
You know, whatever happened to that one girl? The child that one girl that was like had a crush on Jotaro.
Oh, the little like girl from the Taiwanese girl was like in like the first half of Star Crusaders.
It's like she just dropped off the face of the earth after that episode.
I'm assuming she lives a normal life. I can look up to see. Let me actually read the chat real quick. Ghetto says, they say novel has funny Valentine's son, funnier Valentine, and his son, funniest Valentine. And he also says, I've actually read it. I'm still lost. It was part of an anniversary project with that and 2 other novels. Okay. Saxo says it's official but not canon because it's so insane. Even Araki goes, nah.
I mean, I would too.
And Ghetto, I think he was answering my question about the girl from part 3. He says she did, so I guess he's answering that she did go back to having a normal life, which is good. To be honest, I never liked her character anyway, so
she didn't have a character.
Well, no, her character was I'm a feisty one. But I have a crush on Jotaro. It's not a good character, but hey, it's better than nothing.
Exactly, not a character. Not a character.
It's technically a character. She's not a
not a character.
Just not a good one.
Not a character.
You're not a character.
Your face is not a character.
Your
mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Oh, by the way, in my in my home, from time to time, I would actually like see rabbits out in the front yard. And every time I see the rabbit, I say the joke to no one. I say the joke to no one. Is it behind the rabbit? Oh, it is the rabbit.
Just talk to yourself.
Yeah,
your own joke.
Yeah. No one's there to hear me, but I still do the joke anyways. At least in my head. I don't say it out loud.
I'm gonna start doing that. Whenever I do my rounds in the middle of the night and I see the rabbit, I'm like, is it behind the rabbit? No. It is a rabbit.
Ghetto said she was literally forced onto her by an editor It's probably a trend to have a little sidekick. Ah, I see. Oh, actually makes sense considering that Jonathan he had that little kid that hanged out after after he saved his sister. Remember?
Yeah,
And then there was Smokey from part two,
yeah, I remember that.
who was like there for like the beginning and the end, like literally.
Oh yeah.
So I'm guessing she was supposed to be in that vein, but at least the boy in the first one, he did something. Everyone remembers Smokey, and the girl, uh, she was she was.
People looted her.
Uh, don't remind me. Don't remind me.
Speaking of looting, did you see the thing that's trending with Samsung Assistant?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That was, that's to be expected. So it's like,
Like it was amazing. It was only like what, a few hours, and then there was already porn of her.
I mean, it's the internet. What? It's
How
it.
can you draw that fast? Artist in the world, tell me, how do you draw that fast?
Tell me.
Imagine it's just like some guy in the inside just goes like, oh my god, so this is what we're gonna have as a 3D character, our mascot. Goes to Twitter and then goes to like DMs and artist, hey, make porn of this character for me. That's
Well,
how it starts.
hey, you know what? It's hey, it's free advertising.
It's free real estate.
Exactly. And it was bound to happen. I'm sure if Samsung plays their card right, they just let it happen. They just don't acknowledge it, and everything's fine. Let's see. Let me see the chat real quick. Yellow says, "Oh, I forgot my favorite bit of info from Jorge Joestar is that part three Dio is actually Giordano, who was mind-wiped into thinking he was Dio by Dio. That's just stupid."
What?
Get
That's some time paradox right there.
a time paradox. Snake. Okay. He also continues, bro. The very minute a hot new Pokemon character comes out, there's immediately Rule 34. True. Very true. It's part of the what was that called again? The some from that video. What was it called? The
Uh,
Harkins test.
every single time I keep thinking of the line, "Get used to eating eggs for breakfast."
No, the actual. I think he said is the words were correct, but I think he says in this inflection, get used to eating lots of eggs for breakfast.
Yeah.
Battle. Oh, that kind of battle. Who cares?
Oh, you know, the Eevee evolutions are very popular.
You know. What are those? Oh, those are just the those. What's his like experiments? What's he?
No, it was dang. Well, I don't know. How would I know all of it?
I mean, it's a quotable video. You don't think we know what's going on in the world? You don't know what's going on in the world? We all know. You don't think people play this game because of rubbish, do you? F.O.O.L. throws a rock at the camera. Ghetto says the issue will be if the Route 34 overtakes the non-loot stuff in the search results. Oh boy, that happened to the Esurance chick and to that one cartoon pilot. I remember the Esurance girl. I remember the Esurance.
Agent, right? It was like a
Yeah,
secret agent.
yeah, with pink hair. That'll definitely not make her stand out. I don't know about the cartoon pilot. I don't know who that is or what company that's supposed to be.
You know, if I'm correct, it actually like it helped him out a lot. But, there was a I saw this one video. It was like the history of the Esurance girl, like animated girl, and I don't remember what happened or what caused like the cancellation of that character.
It's because there. I Ghetto said it right. It's because there was so much loot art of her.
Oh yeah, it was too much porn.
She was too strong. They had to
They
stop her
really,
because she'd grown too strong.
it's like the, yep.
Oh man.
Oh, what was that one game company? It was probably, I think it was a game company that said, that tweeted or something that said like, please stop making lewd.
Oh, okay. Ghetto correctly. So when you said pilot, I thought you were talking about like a pilot for a plane, not like a pilot episode.
Oh my
Okay.
god, hack.
Well,
Do I
there's.
need to interpolate for you?
Hey, look, it's not my fault that Ghetto interpreted wrongly in the chat. I'll write a song about it because it upsets me. out there behind my pickup, drinking my Bud Light, and then all I could think about was the time he said pilot, but she meant pilot. Hey, bum. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna make a country song.
We're gonna make a country song. It'll be official.
No, we're not gonna do country songs.
But come on, let me just get that weird ring thing that you have.
Oh,
Steel.
hold up. Oh, hold up. Oh, this is interesting. So I know what he's talking about. And he's Ghetto finishes says the worst part is because of
Oh,
that, no network was willing to pick up the show. Ooh. Oh.
oh, the modifiers. Yes, I remember that. I remember that that fiasco.
Oh, that's actually gotta hurt.
I remember the name. I even remember the name of the what was it called? The parody.
Oh
It was
man.
called. Oh, can I even say it? I think I
Can you
can.
say it on Twitch?
I'm pretty sure I can.
Alright, go ahead. I can't stop you.
It was called the Moddy Fuckers.
There you go. But still, that's gotta hurt when like it's like if you're a creator and the parody of your creation is more
How
pop.
many? Gail says, "How many times did you watch it, Hack?"
Jack, as he says, Jack.
Oh yeah,
Don't put
Jack.
the
Sorry.
uh-huh.
Jack, that was a slip of
Uh-huh.
the tongue.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna interpret
Correction.
I'm gonna interpret that as intentional.
Correction. No, correction. Hack is watching it right now after you said this.
Stupid.
I think I watched it once out of pure curiosity.
I know what he's talking about because I've seen videos people talking about it. So I'll say that. Oh man.
Just for those that are curious and just
No,
want to know
no,
what
if
the
they're curious already, they're already
well,
looking it
no,
up it on their
well,
own.
yeah, true,
They don't need
but
our help.
true, but if you don't like a certain fetish, it's a good warning.
All right, you can
If
give.
you don't,
All right,
if you don't
you
like
can give
tentacles,
All right, you can give your warning. Go ahead.
yeah, if you don't like tentacles,
All right, thank you for the warning.
Ghetto says just a little more slat on the wound. Slat, oh salt.
Sounds a little more soft.
Ghetto,
Oh
you
no,
also
no.
interpret the mutation.
No. He said also the creator is dead. Just a little more salt on the wound. Oof,
Oh, ooh.
oof. Oh man. Well, at least his legacy lives on.
As yes, as a porno.
Well, better than nothing. No, well, who knows? Maybe that person didn't like it, but he's one of those things. He liked it at first, but he didn't realize it was gonna overpower him. Like I said, it became too strong. Too strong.
You know, there's one. There is. It was like a. It was a hentai that was so weird that it's like one of. It's almost like a parody. All I remember.
uh,
All I remember. It's a guy swinging like Spider-Man style
okay.
with his penis out.
That sounds like something like at least from like a '90s OVA.
But well, I think it was like in a way because like it looked 90s, but at the same time, you didn't see the penis. It was just shining.
You know
So
that.
it looked like a star between his crotch.
That was probably the censoring, but you know what that reminds me?
What?
It remind it's completely unrelated, but there in Venture Brothers, there is a character who is a parody of Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and when you see him, only thing that's different about him is that the joke is he shoots his webs more accurately, so it looks
Huh?
like his web is coming out of his ass.
Oh no.
That's what it looks like.
Ghetto says, "This sounds familiar." He's talking about the thing I was talking about.
I'm sure he'll figure it out.
I'm pretty sure he'll figure it out.
Oh,
Oh,
also, completely unrelated. Looks like the first Ninja Turtles movie is free to watch on YouTube. Uh, so who wants to watch Ninja Turtles? Not now, but in the very, very, very near future.
hell yeah.
Heck yeah! And after that, Virtua Fighter 5. Who wants to play some fighting games?
Nah. But who wants to
Oh,
play the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update in next week?
watch
I
it.
do.
Good for you. You know what? Stream that so at least we get the easy money.
Sure.
Give me the get. Oh, what's that? How did that since this joke go? I love working for the money. Give me the money. Money, money, money. I think something like that. They'll get it in the chat. Uh, Kettle says, "You know I love them twiddles."
Them
Uh,
toidles.
the twiddles. But you know what's better than twiddles?
What?
Friends. The friends we made along the way.
I thought you were gonna be like Friends, the show. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
oh heck no.
I'm like, damn, what happened to you? Who are you? You're not Hack.
I'm anti-hack. Bizarro hack. It's if the opposite of me. Actually, what would the opposite me like? No, okay. Here it is. The opposite of me would be like extremely into anime, hate comics,
Ooh.
and and plays Minecraft.
That
So
reminds me of someone that I know actually. I don't talk to them at all anymore.
uh, hmm, you know what? Oh, I actually have a story to tell that's totally similar to that. But Ghetto says the real twiddles were the friends we made along the way. The cat. Yo, Mikey, get in the turtle car. Twiddle van. But, no,
Toilet
but here's a
lane.
story I wanted to share with you. So back in high school, I I made a mutual acquaintance with a guy like from one class, and he seemed it was pretty cool to chill to. I think I remember we talked about games and so forth. So the games he was playing, so was I. It was like it was pretty standard stuff. Um, I th- I remember mentioning to him that I really wanted to get into PC gaming, and then he literally said to me, "Is a hey, I can build you a PC for free," and I was like, "Okay." Uh, sounds cool, if not sketchy. If not really sketchy. He didn't like ask me why for free. So I was like, but it was something that he was sincerely offering, or at least I think he was. And so I was like, should I do this? I mean, if he's building the PC is not at least it's not that easy that you can do the work for free,
Hmm.
especially for someone you just met on that day. It's not like we were like being friends for like even a month. We just talked each other a few times. Then he's willing to make a PC for me at no cost. Like,
Yeah.
it's fishy. I did accept the offer, and I kind of forgot about him after that until many years later in 2018. Where where during this time I was as the adults say in between jobs,
Yep.
and I got a call, like a random call, and at the time I had no idea who it was. And so, but I was pretending, I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember, yeah."
Yeah, like Hack's great memory.
Yeah. And so I was like, "Okay, yeah." It's and he said he wanted to meet up and catch up. I was like, "Okay," and so I agreed. And immediately after that, my mind went, who the heck was I talking to? And so, and he told me his name. I was like, I was trying to remember. I was trying to remember his like his name. I'll say it here because I'm never meeting that guy again. His name is Victor, and I was like,
Can't believe you remember his name, but not you didn't remember mine.
oh my gosh, stop bringing such a woman. Any case, so there you go. There's my misogynist moment of the day. So
There you go. There's the controversy.
there you go. Jack acts like a woman. So I'm trying to remember Victor. Who is this Victor? Ask my parents, and like maybe it's a friend of the family. He's like, no, it doesn't ring a bell. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to take a risk and meet him at the place he agreed to. So I go to the time. So the day comes, and I at there on the scheduled time, and he lets me know he's gonna be running late by 30 minutes. So I ended up just waiting for the guy. He finally shows up, and then as soon as I saw him, I immediately remembered who he was. And so I was like, "Oh, is this a surprise? All right, just to be." And I thought it was gonna be like two friends chatting. Guess what actually happened?
Hello?
I'm right here. I was pausing for a dramatic effect.
I was like, don't pause for dramatic effect. We're on a call. We're on a Discord call.
I know, but that's just the way I talk. So we started talking, and then his real intentions show up, and he was trying to get me into a freaking pyramid scheme. He called me up so that he's like, hey, he's giving me all this big speech about like, about working hard, getting paid what you deserve, and that you and that if you work for me, work hard, you get to live the life you get those riches. And I'm like, and all the time I'm asking him like, okay, what's the company? What do you sell? What do you do? And he's dodging every question by saying like, look, like he's like, that's a good. And he Kelly, those are good questions. But listen, man, just trust me. just trust me. Join a seminar on this day. And all your questions will be answered, and like that, man, you're on the road to success, man. A road to you where you get to prosper. A road that you could do what you want to do and be who you want to be. I'm like,
girl.
and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll think about it. And he left, and he said, all right, I got another appointment, so I got to head out now. So he's gonna try to do the same thing to another person that same day.
Another appointment.
Yeah, and so I left. So he left, and that's the last time I ever saw him, and that will be the last time I ever speak to him.
I would have blocked his number. Did you block his number?
Hold on, let me double check.
Because I would have blocked his number for wasting my gas.
If I was probably a more vindictive person, I probably would have told him off. But I was just not. I'm not that type of guy. I just straight up deleted his number.
I would have kind of been like, so you brought me all the way over here just to talk about your supposed company.
Yeah, and
all right, well, I'm gone.
and as well, when we're talking on the phone, it made it sound like, yo, man, it's like yo, I thought he was like actually like working for a company, and maybe they're hiring someone. I thought I was there. It's like, oh, it's an opportunity for me to get a job because I know someone, network and all that. Nope. It was all to join whatever pyramid scheme that he got fooled into. The same guy who, during high school, was willing to build me a PC for free.
Was this guy like tall, lanky?
All I really remember is that he was slightly shorter than me and pretty thin. Like not like healthy skinny. He's just like very a thin figure to him, and that he was like Mexican.
I could have probably seen him around sometimes.
Probably, but still, though, it was just like the the galls that he actually did that. I was like, my
Imagine,
God.
imagine in our reunion, you meet him again. He's like,
I don't think so because I believe he was like a grade under me. So
oh, okay.
the chances of that are very slim. And let me
I
actually
shouldn't.
watch. I see him, and if I go to the reunion and watch, I see him. I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
You know,
I saw some things I want to tell you that I didn't get to our last encounter.
Speaking of which, would you ever go to a reunion? I mean, I don't know if I would.
Um, uh, I'll think about it, and if like literally nothing to do, and
I mean, really, if you don't go, then who the hell I'm gonna talk to?
Astro, it's probably one of the things where if you don't go, I don't go, but if you go, you might go. It's probably gonna be one of those things.
And even then, like, what would they like?
No,
My my.
we'll be there for appearance sakes, and then just leave a few minutes later, and who knows, maybe go do something else. Yeah, eat at a restaurant or something.
We
Go to
can finally go to that barcade.
there you go. We go to the barcade, and then after that, we go to IHOP.
I'll order the omelet with real eggs.
And I'll order their slightly disappointing pancakes.
Yep.
Um,
But
Let me read the chat real quick. Versus Ghetto, he's just reacting to the story, and he goes, "I didn't think a lot of guys fell for MLMs. Uh, I know what you're referring to. I forgot what that stands for, but yeah, the pyramid schemes." He also says he was trying to get you to join Scientology. Hey, it probably was that. They're trying to make me a Scientologist.
you know,
He also continues, I would have called him a raggedy bitch.
I just noticed something. Ghetto says it's multi-level marketing.
Okay, that makes sense. So that's for the words they're using now. Multi-level marketing.
You know, I I realized something.
Well, what did you realize? What did you realize today?
Final Fantasy 14 is a pyramid scheme.
What makes you say that? But they work so hard to make the game good. How can it be a
The
scheme?
game is good. The game is good, but the way it's advertised to you is like a pyramid scheme. Not because the people that made the game do it, but the fans. Oh, the
The
fans.
fans.
Yes, the fans of the Final Fantasy 14 game. Every single time when my brother talks about Final Fantasy 14, especially if he wants, like, if I ever mention my friends, he's like, "Why don't you go and talk to your friends and have them join the game?"
Ah, I see. I see where you're going with
And it
it.
reminds me of like this one meme that's been going around for Final Fantasy 14. This is the exact line. It's like, "Have you ever played the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14? The game it's free to play from level 1 all the way to
It
level
sounds like
60.
an ad
Getting
sponsor.
yeah, like get playing from level 1 all the way to level 60, going through all the way to Heaven's Ward for free."
Great. And if you use the promo code HAC Show, you will get 1,000 crystals ready for you to use on your quest to become the ultimate hero. Join now at Final Fantasy XIV. See you then.
But yeah, like that whole thing became a meme within the community, and then people outside of the community. Oh, I know. People in the community, they make TikTok videos where like I saw this one where it was like a TikTok saying, what's something that's not a cult but could be a cult?" And then it easily responds with Final Fantasy 14, because every person I've ever met will always be like, "Have you ever played Final Fantasy 14?
Have you ever heard of your Lord and Savior FF14?
Have you ever heard of your Lord and Savior, the Exarch?"
Oh my gosh, that's just perfect.
Nah,
Also, on topic of family high school reunions, Skittle says, "I would just I would go just to rub in everyone's faces that I still look the same since high school."
See, that's the thing about high school reunions. They're just about like bragging. People like
if,
Hugo, they want to like.
if you wanna brag, I
No, I'm pretty
guess.
sure that's the whole thing about it.
I mean, traditionally it's supposed to be, you meet people you haven't seen in a long time, but I guess you could,
If you
brag.
wanted to stay friends, you could have just talked to each other even after the summer, even after graduation, not just go by.
Fair enough. Oh well, but who knows? Who knows? Although Ghetto says, no, know what? I'll come to your reunion. Yeah, we'll
Hell
let you know
yeah.
when our high school reunion's coming up. You can fly all the way from South Carolina to Texas, or drive. But be a road trip for you. Be like, boss. I gotta get some. I got need some vacation days. I gotta meet some homies.
We
So
still have like I think 4 years, 4 more years until like a decade passes.
yeah, so it's within possibility, but highly unlikely, unless Geta wants to prove us wrong. Or better yet, we do the. Let's say our channel gets even bigger by that point, to the point that we can make a living off of it. You know, if
That would
that
be nice.
future ever happens, and we just be like, you know what, uh, all of our we do a physical meet of our longtime supporters. It will be the first Hack Jack Con, and
Eric,
and all it would be is just us playing a bunch of games, like like in an apartment or a house, as being like, yeah, that's all it is. Eating nothing but like pizza or fried chicken or
uh,
whatever.
then someone's gonna be duct taped to the ceiling.
It's gonna be Virgo. He's gonna be duct taped the slate as he's going. I am the darkness. Oh, the darkness reinterpreted. My eyes will make you dream of things yet to become. For I am the promised one. He'll also say stuff like that. I was like, all right, up to the roof with you.
So like when you were talking about how we would have like a house or apartment to do that, I thought at first I thought you were gonna go to the direction of hijack the reunion and just make that the hijack con. Just hijack the whole reunion. Like screw everyone in this reunion. We're kicking you out. This is gonna be for us.
We go in with a whole bunch of equipment. We set up a tournament. It went from a high school reunion to a Smash tournament or Street Fighter tournament, and we're going, yo, let's go.
Let's move the bleachers, facing a wall,
get the
so we can have a projector.
Get the big projector, play it out in the gym. We're like, yeah.
Well, let's see what happens with the school in 4 more years, because it's slowly turning more ghetto. No pun intended.
It actually is.
Yeah, kinda.
Like in terms of like just the in terms of the students, or like the quality of education is just going down.
No, the students.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, I thought you legit meant like the oh no, the school, they're starting up chain fences.
No, not that far.
There's like 10 times more teen pregnancy.
I think there was more teen pregnancy.
Oh, of course there is. Also, Ghetto says about the con. He goes, "Yeah, boy." And he also says, "I was about to ask why is Virgo talking like a wrestler in a promo, but then I remembered that's what he do." Oh, oh man, how far have you been going live? What's that?
Almost 3 hours.
Almost here. I got 2 hours 46 minutes on my end. Oh, my nose went up in flames about a second there.
It's a holy fire of God.
No, it's Virgo. It's Virgo trying to interpretate me.
He's trying to interpolate you.
Interpolate. Trying to interlope me. It was a trick all along. By his Sonic Adventure 2, he can now take control of my stream. It was a trick all along, and I fell for it like a damn fiddle. Oh man. But I think it's a good time to start closing things off.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So first off, Jack, what announcements do you have?
Um, if everything goes to plan, it seems like next week might be the end of Resident Evil 8, and I doubt
Woo!
Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2, I think I still have more time for. Resident Evil
Woo!
8, it's getting close.
Woo! Oh, by the way, I'm finally playing RE8. My brother and
Nice.
my brother and I, we just defeated Lady Dimitrescu.
Ah, yes. Big butt lady.
There's more to her than that, but yeah, whatever.
Ah, yes, big boob lady too.
You know what else she also is?
What?
She's also a big feet lady.
Nah, it's the legs.
No, she's Peggy Hill. She's got the big feet. Just remember, guys, below that big rump is a big feet, big foot.
Ghetto says, "Oh, that's how it's pronounced."
I I, I
I
think it's
think
pronounced that way.
no, the U is silent. It's Demitrusk.
Oh, how European. Never pronouncing the last letter in the. Okay. Anything else?
Um, Other than that, I'm still debating if I'm gonna do those other games. I'm probably not actually, to be honest. As much as like I keep thinking about it, I just don't feel comfortable playing it.
The other.
The
Like for the. Oh, okay, I get you. All right,
the
nope,
H game.
nope, no problem. Nope.
So I do apologize for those that want to see it. It's just that I just can't do it.
All right, that's time
No.
for Ghetto to do it then.
Yeah, Ghetto, you do it.
You do it on the slow vacation channel. All right then, that's no problem. You can do it. I'm sure you have other ideas in your head.
Uh, yeah.
And as far as for me, I am going to put all my effort into finishing the Star Blades review because I do want to uh get that done. I'm almost done with the script. Just once I finish that, then do one read over. I'm gonna start doing all the recording and filming, as well as as well as captioning. So so that's what I'm gonna be doing throughout the rest of the week. Cause I do want to get back to working on my 100th comic review. Then as far as that's basically going as far as videos, live streams. The let's see, Saturday, we still we I might be still on board with another chill. Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay, yeah. So actually, so Saturday, uh, there will be a chill stream, but that's just gonna be it is gonna be me playing Virtual Fighter. To say it's time to play Virtual Fighter. That's really all is gonna be it for that chill stream. Well, it's not gonna really be a chill stream. And as for Sunday, so I'm surprised someone has asked you about it, but there was supposed to be a Metal Sunday stream last week with Dio, but due to my family having to host a party uh at the last minute, the environment wasn't suitable enough to do a stream. So it's been pushed to this Sunday where we're actually gonna do the Middle Sunday stream on Dio, not that Dio. And so do expect that because I really do want to stop delaying the Sunday streams because I do want to make that a habit. So the Sunday stream will be a Middle Sunday for Dio, but and yeah, that's it for the rest of this week. With all of that said, I said thank you for everyone for a lovely episode of the JAC Show. Thank you Virgo for your support, and I'm glad that you are in. As soon as I saw it, he should be playing the game right now. Have fun with the game. FO the game. Do it out of kindness, out of love, and out of friendship, man. All of that mushy gushy anime stuff that makes you stronger.
And also, thank you for the hosting. That one was very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, and of course, for all the plugin stuff, you can follow me, and as well on up and as well as any type of announcements on my Twitter account at official hat Jack. You can follow Jack on Twitter at his Twitter account at Too Lazy to Do Stuff with one F. And if you have a TikTok, well, Jack.
Yep, and the TikTok itself is actually just our name, HackJack Show. So just look at us for at HackJack Show.
And I'll send stuff I'll try to send stuff your way, Jack. I actually did have something in mind for TikTok, although I don't know how it will work. Mostly because, well, I'll let you know. I have an idea in my head, but I'll let you know when the stream is over if you think it might work or not.
All right.
And and of course, now that are on well, technically three, but two platforms now in terms for live streaming. If you you can watch us not only here on YouTube at the Hack Jack Show, but you can also watch us on Twitch, and the name is.
For now, it's at Jack Live Streams. Because I was only planning it for my streams, but I will be rebranding it to Hat Jack Show whenever it lets me, because it has like a 60-day refresh.
There you go. And with almost forgot. One last announcement on my end. So, for the few of you who are curious, I am working on making the channel's first EPAP video. every panel will pause on that from the last chill stream where we watched Linkara do a terrible review. I've actually done a little bit of the editing. It's gonna be very minor, but pretty much I was debating only putting on BitChute, but you know what? Screw Linkara. I'm gonna put it both on BitChute and YouTube. And he has a problem with it. Well, you know what? I'll deal with him. So it's gonna
we got the drama. We want the drama.
Oh, especially with Linkara. Oh boy. So it's gonna be on both platforms, and it's gonna be the full. It's gonna be that full segment. So once it releases, set some time, because not only are you gonna it's gonna be long, but it's gonna frustrate you a lot, especially if you call yourself a comics fan, because oh boy, does he have some opinions that, let's just say, made even me frustrated. That we had to pause the video like a few times and go on a little rant about whatever stuff he was talking about. But it's all good fun. So I will be trying to also release that at the same time, as well as making the Starblades review. All right, so that's actually all the announcements. Thank you guys for coming to the show, and until the next episode, this is Hack and Jack signing out.